generic ones. I'm fucking bro, I was literally working until like 35, 40 minutes ago.
Oh, is that what you were doing? See, I was gonna place guesses here. I was thinking maybe it's something with the kids, a kid wilding out or something, or sick.
No, bro, I had a
Wife throwing up,
fucking
maybe.
customer.
Ooh, working
I had a
late.
customer tell me that his fucking unit went down. And the guy was working late. I wish it was his penis. Probably easier to fix.
Easier
It
to,
was his penis.
Yeah, you could work that.
No, it wasn't penis. It was just good old American machinery, which I don't know if this machine is made in America. Let's look it up.
Probably not. Ask Grok. Ask ChatGPT.
Grok thinks that a gorilla would beat 100 guys, so I'm not asking Grok shit.
ChatGPT said the same thing.
Yeah, all of these are fucking dorks, dude.
I don't know, man. Them gorillas, I seen like an AI, maybe it was an AI created video.
Bro, Africans take down gorillas. There's like 14 African guys in Zimbabwe right now that have a gorilla fucking strapped over a bamboo stick. With,
they got spears and shit.
No, they got spears and fucking...
Africa's not that anymore, boys.
Shit.
Africa's like developed.
Well, if you give the 100, if you give the 100 men the spears, they could probably fuck the gorilla up. That wasn't.
Dude, if you give 10 of the 100 men
but
spears,
the whole concept is unarmed.
Yeah, exactly, unarmed.
Unarmed, bro. You guys think this gorilla is gonna be like Bruce Lee, like throwing up combos and trying to fucking?
It doesn't need to.
It definitely does. Going up 100, dude. 100 people that are signing up for this are dedicated. I don't want to rehash this whole thing, but I will rehash this whole thing. If the people will take over the gorilla, dude. You got to have more faith in your fellow man.
Maybe 1,000 on one.
I definitely don't.
That you guys are crazy. 1,000 is insane.
100 ain't even that much, really.
Why can't 100? 100 is so much, Ghost. I don't think you guys understand. You know, the problem is that we live in such a digital world. You see numbers all over your face all the time. Blah, 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 blah. You don't understand. And 100 is a lot of guys, dude. 100's quite a few people.
How many?
If each guy weighs 180 pounds, that's
gangbang,
18,
like
200,000 pounds. That's 18,000 pounds of man.
I think that's what
sprinting
at
you. No, stop. You don't. Every time we talk about this, their reps go up. Every time we talk about this, the gorilla's strength somehow goes up.
Well, he's
at the end of the conversation, they're fighting King Kong. Like,
you guys are talking about this gorilla like it's the one from fucking right.
It's like fish stories. Goku. Every time you tell it, the fish gets bigger. Like
that one from the Rock movie.
Yo, so this guy was
what Rampage?
Is that what it was?
Rampage. I used to love that arcade game, but that movie was awful.
That was the first game I ever beat. Rampage.
Oh, dude, I loved that game.
That was my best final boss story. Rampage.
Final boss.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what my best final boss was.
I didn't think of it just because I'm not eligible. I want that controller though. Damn it.
So this guy fucking is doing like night work with this little stand-on Toro. It's called a Toro Dingo.
Is it American? Did you find out?
And it's like a stand behind. It is America, Wisconsin.
Oh,
it's
and they call it a Toro Dingo.
Toro Dingo,
Australian dude.
Dingo
Toro, that's
TX
like Mexican,
1000.
that's Puerto Rican, Australian mix.
Something like that, dude. I don't know. Listen, I just sell them. I can't tell you. I know they're not Chinese. That's all I know.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, today I was fixing the fucking thing with this guy because my service department wasn't gonna go out. I got a call from this guy on the way back. I went to get a haircut at like 5:30, and at 6:30, I'm on my way back home. And this guy calls me, "Yo, my machine took a shit, and I really I need to finish this job tonight. Like I'm here all night."
Oof.
And I'm like, "Well, fuck me, dude." So I call my service people. No one's gonna help me. So I was like, you know what? By the way, pretext. We've already got one of this guy's machines in our shop, and we can't fix it. We don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. Like he tells us what it does, but then we can't replicate it, and so then my whole team just looks completely inadequate and unprepared to do anything other than breathing, and with challenge, by the way. And
it's hard to do.
And so I was like, God damn, dude. So I went home, changed. Clean my hair up real quick so I don't get ringworm, and then grabbed some tools and went to the guy. and found out that his thing was leaking fuel because one of his fuel tanks had trash in it. Because it's got 2 fuel tanks on the side, on each side of where you stand, right? You stand behind this thing and it like carries you. And so it's got a fuel tank on each side. And sure enough, one of them had trash in it, so it was only draining fuel from one side, but then fuel was leaking out of the fucking drain tube, and it was just a whole fucking thing to do. Luckily, I was like, look, bro, just, you're fine. We managed to stop the leak, but now the guy's only got half his fuel source. So he's going to be fucking fueling it up with a jerry can. And I just got home like 40 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago, and then I showered, and I had to make coffee. And yeah, it was
Big
not
up
great.
coffee.
Big up coffee. I was falling asleep on the drive home here. I was sweating.
Jesus.
Nothing like sweating at 6:30 at night.
You a sugar and cream
7:30
coffee
at
guy?
night. Only when it's Cuban coffee. When it's Cuban coffee, it's espresso, so I just put milk in it. I just drink it with milk. But regular coffee, I'm a black coffee guy. I don't put nothing in my coffee.
Yep, straight up.
I think putting
Blacker
things
the
in
better,
like
the
regular
sweeter coffee.
cup of Joe. I don't think it's more bitter.
Isn't that right?
No, sweeter the Peter.
Sweeter the Peter, the beat of the meter.
Bars.
Beat of the meat. Are you wearing a Lost Boys shirt?
Yeah, I found this Lost Boys Neverland something for
Damn.
something
Oh,
on
look at you,
Amazon.
dude.
I was like, yo, let me pop.
I thought you had a
Just came
shirt
in
made
yesterday.
like Wanda.
Nah, I ain't go that far, but I would if I knew where to do it at.
That's fine. I don't think you need. I mean, you can.
No, I thought it was cool. Got the skull on it. I was like, oh, that works.
Shout out Skulls.
Big
Skull
up
Island. Go back
Skulls.
to King Kong.
Ooh, it all goes around again.
Also, just goes around, comes a penis. You know what I mean?
And penises.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I've been working. So many penises coming. It's
Most of them.
I've just
probably
been
come.
working all week, dude. I think all of them eventually
I was working all week. Eventually,
end up whether by yourself or with a friend
or a dream
or with a cousin or whatever, or a dream. I've never had a wet dream.
You never had a wet
You guys
dream?
have
Never
wet
had
dreams?
bro dad? Never
Never
had
in my
wet
life.
dream? What the hell's going on over there?
I was touched as a child, so I don't have those great memories that you guys have. You know what I mean? It's not. I would have. I think I came close one time. I think I had a dream one time when I was like fucking 12 or 13 that Shakira and I were on a rooftop making out, and I felt like I had to pee real bad. But then I woke up because I was like I didn't want to pee the bed. But I think that was cum. I think there was cum building up in my trousers, and then I just
Tried to go
pushed
back to sleep
Shakira away.
immediately.
Good.
I was like, I gotta catch Palkia, dude. I gotta catch this Palkia.
God,
play my
I gotta
DS under
steal
the
this Palkia.
Yeah, well, no, I stole Dialga. I caught
Dialga,
Palkia fair
yeah.
and square. Dialga.
Sure. We can't. Can we believe any of them now? How many of these Pokemon are really yours?
Yeah.
All right, let's not
Are
get
they
into
legit?
Pokemon.
Only like 7 or 8 of them are not legit. The other ones, really, I worked for.
Don't open Pandora's box there, Ghost.
Yes, please.
Yo, yeah, what are you doing?
That
dude?
shit,
Hold
you
on a
can't
minute.
shove
What
it
are you-
back in, dude.
What are you trying to do? That's
Let's
so honestly,
talk
I
Grand
just
Theft
completely
Auto.
haven't-
That's all I want to talk about. They put
Yeah,
Rockstar put me on a
dude.
crazy motherfucking roller coaster ride last week. What? I was crying tears. We gotta wait another year, and they knew what they were doing, throwing the trailer out there. Shadow dropped the trailer part 2, which is beyond me. Big up Crafty from the Happy Hour boys or whatever, and yo, this guy thinks this looks mid. He's like, he's dissing it. I mean, he says he's not a GTA guy, which I don't understand not being a GTA guy, first off. Anyway, how can you not be?
Well,
the game's
no,
so good.
Not to. I don't. I hate to. I hate to
Go
cut
ahead.
you off. I don't want to
Go
cut you
ahead,
off.
cut
As
it.
a
Cut it.
former addict, I would say still addict. You know, once an addict, always an addict. As an addict, I do want to point out that Crafty is an alcoholic. He is
Does that
drunk
correlate somehow? Oh, so
all
you're
the
saying
time.
this judgment
So
is off.
he
because of
cannot form a decent opinion on this game. I love Crafty to death. He is in the tequila bottle when he's talking about this game. I'm not saying he's drinking at
It's
work. I'm not saying he's
crazy.
drinking while he's with his kids. But every time he talks about GTA, he has to be hammered because this game looks fucking cracked, dude.
that. It looks so good.
This game looks insane.
And it was confirmed that this is 50-50 gameplay and cutscenes. If you played Red Dead 2, which I'm also playing
PS5.
through again, I'm hyped to finish that
shit.
now, yo. This shit is great. So I'm in the Rockstar vibe right now. But yeah, Red Dead's great. But you could see exactly how they go in and out of the cutscenes, and it kind of flows, and that's sort of how the trailer did a lot of times too. You can kind of pinpoint if you rewatch a trailer 6 or 7 times or so, and start noticing like from a conversation and how it dips, behind a player, or the camera moves just that certain way, and you're like, oh, that's going right into the action right there. No HUD obviously or anything, but yeah, Rockstar confirmed that was like 50-50 gameplay and cutscenes. So this shit looks fucking phenomenal, bro. Like it just looks. This is next gen. This is the next gen game. This is it. They put $1 billion into this for good reason. This is crazy. $2 billion, I think.
2 billion.
Yeah, $2 billion.
That's so crazy, dude.
It costs more than the tallest building in the world.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't that insane? Let that sink in for a minute. The tallest building in all of the planet is less expensive than this video game. This thing's gonna be $150 a pop, by the way.
Do you think? I will big up Crafty on this because his thought process anyway. It makes sense. Now, if they will go with this or not, we'll see. But he did mention that Rockstar could and should release this at the normal, what are they, $60-$70 now or whatever. They should just keep it at whatever the base level is
Nintendo,
now.
Dude.
It's gonna sell like a motherfucker. Yeah, Nintendo tried that
come
shit,
out at $80 minimum. No, they didn't try it. They're going.
Well,
to
they're doing it. But there is a studio or Xbox. Somebody came out this week too and said, "No, we're not raising up to $80." They made a statement about it. So, big up whoever that was. I forget.
Microsoft, because they raised their fucking consoles $200 or whatever.
Yeah, that was a crazy move.
Yeah.
That was foolish.
It's crazy. Everybody's just gouging your everybody's just fucking your mouth. Everybody is turning into your uncle now, is the problem. And so everybody's just trying to fuck you for all your money.
The uncle model.
And it's not great. Yeah. The old Uncle Steve model, dude.
I mean, I
don't have an Uncle Steve, but if I did, I'm
Mario
sure he'd try
Kart
to fuck
2.
me out of my
Rico,
money.
big up.
Or not Mario Kart.
Did you get Mario Kart?
What? I got Mario Kart for $50 because it's in the package, So technically, I saved $30 on it.
That's how they'll get you. But that makes sense.
That's how they lock you in. But then now,
I was going to get a system anyways,
You're gonna pay $80 now for whatever the Donkey Kong and
that dude that's gonna beat up 100 humans.
He's not
DK's gonna smash, dude.
Yo, I did acquire.
It's crazy.
I guess he got beat by one Italian.
He got beat by one Italian, by the way.
Big up Italians.
3 Italians.
Big up Italian.
In the mix.
Yeah, we got it.
One Italian that looks Mexican and speaks Japanese. Like what a fuck? He got smoked, dude.
Bro. Yo, you give me a man, and then God forbid one of them gets to bring a magic mushroom in to the pit.
Game over.
It's over.
Oh, they're all over the place. Just gotta hit the right.
It's
block.
over.
Done. Boom.
It's Grand Theft Auto's gonna be so good, dude. I'm so hyped
I think it looks
for
great,
Grand Theft Auto.
Personally,
it looks so good. There's like gonna be basketball. There's like so many activities supposedly that are coming out that you can do. Like there's gonna be a 3v3 basketball, which is like I saw somebody talking about it, but like, dude, comparing it to 2K. Bro, there's no reason for people to play 2K anymore when this game comes out because you can just go into the fucking game, even if it's got garbage mechanics. I hope you can go in there and play basketball with your buddies, and then I think it's confirmed that at least the basketball, the 3v3 is confirmed supposedly, but it's like street ball, dude. If you go in there and play street ball with your buddies, you can play street ball with your buddies, and then when you get bored, you can go fucking drive to the beach.
A bank.
And then rob a bank, and then fucking, and then kill a whore,
and go to the strip club,
Exactly. I think you saw the same clip, Knight.
That's exactly what they need to do, though. They need to add like, all these different kind of games.
But I think they already do. Like the goal. Can I tell you something? In GTA 5, like running through GTA 5 again a few months ago, when I was younger, because GTA 5 came out, I was fucking a sophomore, a junior in high school.
2013.
I remember I needed my mom to buy it with me.
Yeah.
I think I was a junior, and I never did any of the side shit. Go hang out with Michael or fucking do whatever. I was just like, hey, kill everybody, invest in the stock market, and let's go, and then get the hookers. And I was gooning, and And now I was like, let me play tennis, let me play golf.
Yeah, the golf.
You know, I played the golf. Dude, the golf is great in that game. And I was like, yo, it's just me and Michael playing around a golf, dude. And I played all 18 holes. And I was like, this is so fun.
I used to go ham on the pool in San Andreas, like playing tons of the pool. They did good with that mechanic.
Dude, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. They said that the guy working out on the beach is maybe hinting that like they'll bring that mechanic back,
like San Andreas.
Awesome. That'd be great.
Yeah, where you can work out and do the whole thing.
Get muscular or don't do anything, get fat, eat a lot. You know, I love that element in San Andreas. That like RPG.
I went both ways in San Andreas. Got jacked.
So did I.
Got jacked again. One of my favorite lines is in San Andreas. If you get hella fat, you'll walk around and one of the dudes says, the back of your neck looks like a pack of hot dogs. I'm like, damn. That was one of the best disses I've ever heard.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. It's crazy because I wonder how many copies of this game. This GTA 5 sold like 250 million copies.
Yeah, it's like in the stratosphere. It's like not even close to like others in the top 10, dude.
I think it's like the second highest selling game of all time. Yeah. I don't know what the first one is.
Minecraft, I think.
But it's
something like that. Yeah,
Minecraft's definitely like a number one. It is something or another.
Pull that up, Jamie.
Bring it up, Jamie.
It's a real. Thank you. It's crazy because then Grand Theft Auto 4, right before it, only sold 25 million. So they really have a bar.
Grand Theft Auto 4 was fun as hell too.
That was a good one.
It's fantastic. I think San Andreas sold 21 million, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, they what's number
one? Grand Theft Auto is number 3 actually, with Minecraft coming in at number 2. And the number 1 best-selling video game of all time, I did put that in there. It's been in a long time, but Tetris, believe it or not, has sold 520 million copies across all
that makes a lot of sense.
120?
No, 520.
Oh, 520. Damn, that's a lot of Tets.
Yeah. I mean, that game's been out since OG Game Boy.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that cheating, though?
5th is PUBG, believe it or not.
Really?
But there's a big jump down because like Grand Theft Auto is 200 whatever. Wii Sports is actually 4th at 82 million. So you will go from 200
to 82 to 250 plus. That's fucking wild, dude. That's a big gap.
So yeah, the top 3 are 200, 300, and 500. Crazy.
I think Rockstar is gonna fucking hit it out of the park. I think that this game will be the biggest thing to happen this decade for gaming. Truly.
I have the opportunity.
If everything that they're talking about, if everything that I've heard rumors and whispers of, right? Supposedly they're adding like an in-game cryptocurrency. Supposedly this game is going to make like streamers and people rich, like with the whole implementation of like RP servers and like being able to make your own shit, and there's like social media presences involved inside the game. This is going to be like a next level simulation from what I've heard.
Yeah. That's gonna be
and
crazy.
If that's the case, this game will be. You remember the movie? Fuck, what is it?
What's one of the 5 movies?
The movie Gamer.
Okay, go ahead.
The movie Gamer with Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Where, like everybody like people can live in the online world.
The prisoners, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
The prisoners pilot them in combat, like kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, or the prisoners get piloted by gamers. Yeah.
But there's a second game called Society, I think it's called, in that movie, right? Because there's Hunters, which is the game that Gerard Butler's in, where it's like the prisoners get controlled. But then there's one called Society, where people are controlled by other people, but they're just like fucking and sucking at the club, you know. But they can acquire their own. Yeah, it's VR chat, but they have like lives, and they acquire things, and they do things for money. They work for money, and they make the money, and then buy outfits for their characters. Whatever. This is going to be like that. You're going to be able to make your own money in this game, and it's somehow going to be able to transfer over and give you shit in real life. I think, or I think maybe Ready Player One is a better analogy.
Okay.
To be honest, I do think that people will make actual real world money off of this game. Truly, I do. If everything that is saying, that's being rumored around is factual, this
I don't
game
know.
again
That
is
sounds
going to be the biggest thing. Why? Why is that
definitely
a stretch?
way out there. I mean, it's still going to
It took
be a video
15
game.
years to make. It's $2 billion.
Well, let's go.
How much jiggle physics do $2 billion cost, Ghost? What are you spending $2 billion on?
That's
Pits,
true. Yeah, you never know. They could be building some kind of meta infrastructure here. The tools are there. They have the ability. Let's hope for the best. I just try not to be so optimistic, just in case. I'll be.
I can't imagine a world where this is the one thing, Ghost. You know me. I hate everything about everything, and I hate talking about things before they come and yada yada and whatever. This is the only thing that I think you can be hyped about. Whether it takes another year, whether they delay it another 6 months after that, delay it 7.
Set.
I don't care.
I think it's gonna be set. The fact they gave a date, exact date, I think they know.
It is going to be a gaming revolution when this game comes out. Now, you will pay your kid's college fund for it.
you
will pay
contract
$150, if not $200 for this game. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. But I paid $160, I think, for but I paid $160 for what's it called? The Dragon Ball game, the Sparking Zero, and I got scammed. So I'll pay $250 for this one, dude.
Yeah, you could probably at least feel happy and comfortable spending that much, and like you got your money's worth a little bit after a while. I think.
Am I skipping out a little bit?
That. The what?
Am I skipping out a little bit?
Skipping out. I don't know if you skipped or if you paused what you were saying, but it seems to be flowing okay.
I don't know. My internet's
I don't know if it's me, but you're kind of like lagging a tiny bit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on. Well, if you hear me lagging, let me know. I gotta fucking kill my internet and bring it back up or something. It's my internet's been a little dodgy.
Dr. Seuss technique.
I don't know what's going. Xfinity better get it together, dude.
Oh boy. It's always something.
I'm out for blood. It's always so you can't ever just do stuff. You know what I mean? You can't ever just relax and live in this world.
Yeah.
Because you're always
I don't want that.
All tensed up, full pucker, dude. By the way, I heard that the new Marvel movie, The Thunderbolts, is like the second highest rated movie of all time for Marvel.
People are loving this thing.
Yeah, I heard good things about it too. I wasn't even interested in watching it, to be honest, but
I wasn't either.
I have heard positive things.
The trailers look good to me, but how Marvel's been, I don't even have any hope. But
the faith is a little low.
For sure. But
I'm seeing
10-10 people rating this, and
damn,
I don't know. I gotta check it out.
My thing is the list that I saw that said that it was the second highest rated Marvel movie of all time had Black Panther at number 1, and I think that's crazy. I think Black Panther's a good movie. I don't think it's even close to number 1.
No way.
I had commented on Instagram when I saw that. I was like, the fact that this fucking list has Black Panther number 1's crazy, because Infinity War is a full pucker movie for 2.5 hours. Where is that?
You can make arguments for.
And I got like 100-something likes on that comment, dude. So some people agree with me.
Okay.
People agree.
That's what's up. What do you think about the name change thing? Like midway through the release now, they're changing it and calling it New Avengers. They say when it actually hits home theaters, digitally, DVD, Blu-ray, whatever the hell you buy nowadays, it's going to be titled The New Avengers, not Thunderbolts. So that was like
I refuse.
Kind of tease thing.
Yeah,
it's really weird. It's a real thing. Yeah, they're changing the title after releasing the movie. I think I think they might have had that in mind. Let's do New Avengers, but they were worried. Maybe there was something they were worried about, so they came out with as the Thunderbolts and waited to see how it got reviewed and how people liked it. And they're seeing that it's getting positive reviews, so maybe that's why they unveiled and changed the name and all this shit. I don't know. It's just so weird. Like, I don't get it. It's some kind of marketing strategy, I think.
It's a real hard R move. And I mean retarded, obviously. Because that's what hard R means. Shout out Linus Tech Tips.
my man.
It's fucking dumb. I'm those guys are never gonna be the Avengers. Is like a Russian Captain America.
Well,
You know what I
like,
mean?
in the
And,
comics, there were different versions of the Avengers. There was like a West Coast Avengers. There was New Avengers,
Stop.
Young Avengers. There was. I'm just
Nope.
saying. There was too.
There's only one Avengers, and they all died, or whatever.
Well,
You know what I mean? They all died. The Captain America, and then what's the other guy? Tony Stark, and then Black Widow. They're all dead. And then the Hulk
all of
died
them.
when he fucking decided that he wanted to like take pictures with kids at the fucking Waffle House, and you know the other
was a
guy
low
died
point
when
in
he
the
became
movie.
Captain America. They're all dead as far as I'm concerned. The Avengers are gone. New Avengers, old Avengers, you know, new Avengers. You know, none of it. Forget about it. I was gonna do another Dr. Seuss thing, but I'm not good at rhyming. I'm not a rapper, dude. Sorry.
Work on your
I'll
bars.
think of something.
It'll be all right. You could do it.
Dehydrated.
Well, I don't know, but I'm hype. I'm gonna see it at some point. Maybe this weekend. I'll try to see it. Go see it.
Try to see it. Try to go to the movie.
To the theater.
You
and
try to
check it out.
go.
If I can
see
find
it. Can
a
I tell you something?
quality
I love
cinema experience.
Yeah, but where do you find, by the way, how do you find a good movie theater? Because I was trying to find a good movie theater to watch the Minecraft movie at, but I didn't have a lot of luck, and mainly because like a lot of the page is in Russian, and so I was trying to order the tickets, and it was all in Russian. And then
Check out the
I
other
couldn't figure it
theater
out.
that I told you about, because that theater you told me about is very, very rough. There's a lot of ruffians
I
in
get
there.
those.
It's a little
The
scary.
problem is there's so many
There's people selling
good
shit
movies
outside the
in there.
door. It's crazy. It's real.
No, no.
You're buying candy for basketball camp and shit. Yeah.
Guys with trench coats. They're like, "Hey, come here a minute." I'm like, wait a minute, what?
They go, yo, we selling candy for basketball. The dude's 38. He's got fucking
Like
a
you
wife
said, they all
beater
seem
on.
like
Yeah.
Russian characters.
Yeah, it is sketchy, but Russia's been great. You know, I actually have bought a lot of Russian copies of like Nintendo games recently,
Really?
and they're all great. They're all English. You know,
Okay.
once you translate, you
Yeah,
can translate it on the
just
Steam
turn the
Deck.
translate thing on. Yeah.
You can turn the translate. They're very good with it. And what do you do? I thought you were holding up like a TV remote, but I think you're hitting the pen. I think that's like a reefer
It's like
vaporizer.
it's a dry herb vaporizer. So this way I'm
Oh,
trying to
looks
get the
like a
best of
fucking
both
remote.
worlds.
The classic vapes, dude.
Because yeah, I'm getting nervous after Knight's thing, and just the fact that I was never really full fledged on the vape pens and stuff, just the chemicals.
I don't know about all
what
that.
the fuck's in that, bro. It
I remember
works
you and I
okay,
having
but
a
it's
conversation about not
scary.
feeling great. Like,
Yeah, it
I don't
fucks you
know.
up, and I think it was fucking
Yeah.
up my lungs and shit too. So I'm trying to find a happy medium. So I broke out this old vape that I used to use, and yeah, it's still working. Work great. The packs. Check it out.
I think that the thing with the pen is like it's a very potent, crazy high, but then it doesn't last long.
I feel the opposite.
Like I feel like, really, I think
I
it's.
feel like it's
I
a way lighter high than normal flower.
I think it's.
I still
for
think it
me, at
depends.
least,
The
I would get like
strains-
pretty. Yeah, I
some
think the
strains
strain, but
hit harder.
I would get pretty cooked, but it would only be for like 15, 20 minutes. And then that's why I would always find myself just chiefing all the time. And then eventually, obviously, like it would be tapered off, you know? But versus like if I would wait, I think it has a lot to do with like when you do it too. Because like if I was smoking flower, it would be towards the end of the day and I would go like the whole day not smoking so that when I do smoke, at the end of the day, it hit hard as shit and it would last a
Yeah.
long time. But
Yeah, that's true.
you know, the
You might
pen
have to
is,
deal
like-
with tolerance because you just rip it all day, and then so you just
That's
feel
the
it
problem.
less and less and less and less. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta
That's
take
what I
them
was.
tea
Dude, I
breaks.
honestly, sometimes I wonder now, like if I was to pick up a pen and just take a toke, how cooked would I be?
Oh, you'd be fucked.
And I'd be
You'd
fine.
love it, and then you'd dump back in, and you'd be smoking again every couple hours.
I 100%. That's
So
the problem. Is
yeah,
that
that's
I
the
would 1,000%. It took everything in me today not to go grab some beers. I was actually gonna post a video in the Discord because I came across, I was scrolling Instagram, and it was a guy, and he goes, "If you're seeing this video and it's Friday, you have an obligation to drink tonight. This is your sign." He goes, "I didn't put any hashtags in this. I didn't put any comments in it. This is coming up on you because
You're like,
the
wait a minute,
universe
he is
wants you
talking to me.
drink
Wait a
tonight."
minute. I think
I
he's
was like,
right.
"Holy shit, the universe wants me to drink tonight, dude."
The universe.
But I haven't
that's a
drank
big
yet.
deal.
I did get hammered last weekend, and or last Friday, whatever. And I didn't realize how hammered I was until I listened back to it, and I sound like an idiot. And I'm just
So yeah, because
cutting
you were speaking
everybody
about
off.
Pokemon so much. I understand that part, but
Yo, hold on,
otherwise,
people
you
like the
sounded
Pokemon.
fine.
Everybody loved the Pokemon.
not everybody. Look, us old heads
Everybody
don't get
did.
it. All right, we just don't get it, and I don't know what to think.
Yo,
I'm confused.
I mean, it's
If
definitely
I
one of my
scared,
guilty
I'm
pleasures.
nervous.
You know.
you shouldn't be guilty, Knight. It's a beautiful thing.
I mean,
If
I've never
was-
hidden it. You know, I
Nah, yeah,
literally
nah.
fucking played, and I'll talk about it. It doesn't matter to me. Like I have no shame in anything I fucking.
No, and I'm
game
just
on, dude.
busting balls, but it is confusing.
Yeah, no,
to me.
100%.
So I
was
don't know what
sitting
to
up here-
talk about when you guys are going off of Pokemon. So it's just like, yeah,
If you play
it's a thing.
Pokemon, you have to take it too. You got to learn to fucking take it, dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
get the heat,
Yeah,
because
it's,
guys
it's
don't
been that
wanna
way for a
know.
long time too.
Yeah.
I'm not I don't want to start opening a can of worms here, but I haven't had a lot of opportunity to game this weekend or this week because I been just working and working, and I didn't want to come back here. I didn't even want to fucking game on the PS5, to be honest. Me and my wife would watch Invincible, and then she would fall asleep, and I would just lay in bed, and I'd start watching Castlevania, but then I'd get sleepy. And so then I was like, well, break out the Steam Deck, you know? But then I didn't want to play. I'm kind of off Pokemon already. I jumped onto Yu-Gi-Oh now, and it's a whole
Damn.
Jeez.
to do. Yeah, I'm fucking cooked.
You lose
dude.
me. You lose me
I-
there. Pokemon's my.
That's the
Yo,
one.
Pokemon's
that you
cool.
get.
yeah,
You get to,
yeah.
you get to
I'm
choose
playing,
one to act out all of them.
Yeah,
What's going on
exactly.
over there?
I acquired a Switch copy of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Old Days collection, and it's they released the game for the Switch, but it's all the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Games for like the old Game Boys, from the Game Boy from like the original Game Boy through Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, and I used to have a Game Boy Advance game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was young, so I didn't know how to play it. My cousin did everything for me and hooked me up and built me a deck and did the whole thing. And I never beat it. And I was like, you know what, dude? That's a nice sit down in bed and just fuck off for 20 minutes game. And I'm into it, dude. I'm into it so much.
Damn. It's just card game. The one
It's
you're
just
playing?
cards. It's no fancy graphics or fights or whatever. It's a Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advanced piece of shit 2002 garbage game. And I'm like, God, I got to go back to Pokemon. But then I'm like, yo, what if I can pull a nice, because you pull packs, you know? And now the pack pulling, you know, the card opening bug has set in. And now I just want to rip packs, dude. So it's gay. I'm a gay man. I'm fully fledged LGBT, just in
Alright.
time. Pride Month's next month, and I'm gonna go
Thought that got
strong and I'm gonna
canceled.
celebrate hard. No, it's not.
still a
Trump
thing?
thinks he's gonna
Okay.
cancel us, but we're fine, bro. We're in there. I'm actually gonna get even gay. We're gonna get gayer this month. We're gonna make it uncomfortable.
All right, all right. Let's
I'm
we got a
comfortable
party,
with
you
it.
know?
I don't care.
Lisps all month long.
Huh? Not the way I do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, holy shit, this
Yeah.
guy's a little much.
I think you'd be surprised, buddy. I've been gay before
Oh,
you
man.
were born.
Boom. Sucking dick before you were in the womb, bitch. Oh, I'm learning a lot.
I don't know. It's a whole thing. Yu-Gi-Oh's gay. Pokemon is gay, but I like it.
alright.
GTA is gonna be gay
There is some gay
Um,
stuff
in a good way, though.
GTA. I
I'm
mean,
sure
did
it's
you
Vice
see
City.
Jason's fucking bod, bro? I mean, come on. He was ripped as a motherfucker, and the sweat
Fucking
was
heartthrob, dude.
fucking beating off of that.
Dude, I'm gonna
bro.
fucking
coming
Paul
off
I'm
the
gonna
Walker.
tug a pud to that,
Coded,
dude.
dude.
Woo.
I'm gonna tug a pud to that, brother.
Yeah,
And
guy,
it might
you
not even
got
be
to.
my own. It might just be another pud. I might just have another guy with me.
Ooh, you got
And
two
go, "Hey."
hands, bro. Why are you gonna leave a guy out? You know. there's two
Well, I gotta
guys
play
in
the
there.
game, dude.
Oh, that's true.
I gotta play the game. Come on,
That's a
dude.
cutscene.
I'm responsible. I'm a responsible. The cutscene looks so good, by the way. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, the game's gonna be so good. We're just going crazy
I'm
right
so
now.
hyped,
Sorry,
bro.
we're
I'm so
completely-
hyped. Bro, I'm so hyped. I even re-downloaded all the GTAs, and I always do this and say I'm gonna play through.
Yeah, you're
them.
gay, dude.
And then I play like a little bit of 3, and I'm like, it's so dated. I've done this mission 100 times. Let me go Vice City real quick. And I'm like, yeah, this is nice, but damn, it's just something wrong with it. And then I go on, and it just the cycle continues. Then I end up at 5, and I did play a couple missions of 5 again. But then I went, you know what, Red Dead. And then I've been busting out like a couple missions every night this whole week. Yo, it's fucking good.
Nice.
I'm on chapter 4.
How's Cyberpunk treating you?
Ooh, that'll be. I have to get something else. Will have to hype me up for Cyberpunk. Something's gonna happen. If they
how's Baldur's Gate treating you, dude? Aren't these games
how's
on your
hold
list
on, let me get your list here.
Aren't
How's
these
PoE 2 going for you? And I'm glad we all got into Tiny Tina.
Oh, it's great.
And
oh, that's great, dude.
Yo, I've had
the
Tiny
Final Fantasy
Tina's
7
downloaded for
remake. I think you
Me
played
too.
the other one.
I am hyped for
I'm
Borderlands 4 though. I think I'm gonna go
Borderlands
back
4
through
is gonna
like
be
3
crazy.
before it's just the
Ooh,
new version
yeah.
comes out. You know.
Yo, let's do a Tiny Tina's playthrough. When are we gonna do Tiny Tina's?
I'm down.
I have it downloaded.
I'd have it downloaded
Damn.
too.
I don't have it downloaded. I'm lying.
Wait, do I?
I'm lying.
Yeah, I do got it downloaded. I got it. Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
I gotta figure it out. I think it's important that we do this. I think it's important we play the game. I also think it's important that we prepare ourselves for 4.
Yeah.
Because 4 is
What's
gonna
the
be
release?
a madhouse. September.
September 12th,
Okay.
I think.
All right. So we got
Somewhere
till
around there?
September.
Yeah. So
Yo,
we got
9/12,
a couple months.
a day
Damn.
after.
A-
Or-
a
or
They,
give or
they
take
call
a
it the day after.
Yeah.
They call it the day after.
Ooh.
It's not terrible. That's not a terrible release
It's like
date. to be honest.
4/21, you know. The day
Yeah,
after.
yeah. I'm all right with that. The day Hitler
Lauren-
was
That's
Lauren
when I
one day
Hill
old.
with it,
celebrate.
man.
You get discounts.
Shout out
Good
Kanye.
stuff.
Yo, Kanye's song is so
Kanye's-
bad,
he's
Ghost. It's not
fucking-
good, dude.
No, he's cooked, bro. What's wrong with the dude? He's taking things a little too far. He's just doing it for attention too. But we all know
I don't
the
think
play.
that's the case. I wish that was the case, Ghost.
I think it's.
I
I mean, it's a
past
mental
that.
disorder. There's definitely a
Yeah.
problem with his mind. But I think he still understands enough to know he's manipulating. I really do think he's just like, well, no one says I can say this crazy shit, so I'm gonna fucking say this crazy shit because then people will talk about me saying this crazy shit. I think a lot of that is that. Like
I don't think you're right.
I heard him talking about Last of Us 2, and he like barely made any sense, and I was like, God, dude, like I don't know anymore. I just don't think he has the right people around him.
Well, that's certainly not helping.
That's
I mean,
100%.
once you're
Yeah.
so rich and you are kind of isolated from reality, so it is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked.
Can you
I
believe
also
we don't
remember-
have a jacuzzi?
Also, yeah, that's a funny clip, dude. With
I
him
love
and
it.
Kim.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a funny ass clip. Because I remember like a couple years ago, like Dave Chappelle, there was like a clip of Dave Chappelle kind of like checking in on him, and Dave Chappelle was just kind of looking at him like, "Holy fuck, like something is like terribly wrong, dude." You know. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's fucked, and he's like attacking people who are on his side somewhat, and it's just like, I think this is, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's
What, a couple weeks ago, he was
trying to
ripping
end it.
into a dead guy. Virgil Abloh.
Probably. I don't doubt it.
Yeah, yeah, he was
Was,
talking
no,
shit
he
about
was.
him. Yeah, he was talking mad shit about him. I'm like, dude's dead. Like, what the fuck who are you talking to? Like, you know?
Do you think he'll be our 4th in Tiny Tina's if we do a Tiny Tina playthrough or Borderlands 4?
I think
maybe
we
when
could get him.
Borderlands 4 come out?
This is the time that we could probably get him.
He's vulnerable. We could snag him right now.
Yo, Kanye. By the way, he
Because
thinks
no one
The
else wants
Last
to be
of Us 2.
associated.
I am trying to play through The Last of Us 2.
The game or the
again
show?
because my wife wants to watch the show. No, I'm playing it. The game.
Or-
I played
yeah,
probably like 4 or 5 hours of the game because my wife wanted to watch me play the game. Well, she wanted to watch the show, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch the show, and you're not gonna watch the show until I finish the game because I need to play the game first. And she was like, "All right, we'll play the game and I'll watch you." So I think I played today, like not today, but yesterday I played like a couple hours, and I had played
Did you say
probably
part two?
a
I'm
month
sorry.
and a half. Yeah, the second
Okay,
one.
yeah, yeah.
I had played like a month and a half before for a few hours, right up until they spoiler alert killed Joel, and
What the fuck?
and then
No.
we stopped, and now I picked up yesterday, played for a couple hours. That game's kind of intense. It's a good game.
Oh, for real? Okay.
But your girlfriend the whole time is she's Jewish, and like you go to a synagogue at one point to like try to steal gas. And then I'm like, yo, Kanye, you're in love, you're so contradicting. At first thing I thought of, because I didn't know that was a thing, but you realize she's Jewish and you guys are in a synagogue and you're doing the whole thing. And it doesn't, like, she's giving you Jewish history. And I was like, Kanye, this is your greatest game of all time, dude. But then you're making a song called Heil Hitler, bro. What? Get it together. Pick a team, dude. Do you like the Jews or not? I don't know. The game's good. It's not a bad game, I will say.
Okay.
I thought I was not gonna like it at first because I didn't want to play as Ellie. Just Joel's my guy.
Yeah.
But it is a good game. It is it's pretty intense, and the action is great. It's just such a good formula. And it has some more elements of like exploration where it's not as on the rails as the first one. Like
okay.
your whole game is a revenge thing, right? So like you're going after this group of people that killed Joel, trying to find out why they killed him and what their motivations were. That you just want them dead. And so you follow him to a fucking place in Seattle, and from like Texas, so you ride quite a ways. Or Wyoming or something like that, and then you end up in their like their their fucking quarantine zone. But it's a huge quarantine zone, and you get like a map. You find like a map on the ground of like a tourist map of the zone, and you can mark different areas on the map that are like places to explore for like supplies, and it's optional. You don't have to do them.
Okay.
You can just
That's
go
kinda
straight
cool.
to the places where you need the gasoline. But if you go to these places, you're gonna get into some fights, and you'll get rewarded with like, I got a shotgun that I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't decide to venture off and do whatever. So
Right.
it's so far it is. I don't know how many times that'll be the thing, but I did enjoy that was an element to the game.
Yeah, sounds fun.
It's a good game.
I gotta get that. If there's a sale in Steam, I'll pop it.
Dude. I'll send you the shout out Big Dinner. He sent me the hard copy of it.
Oh wow.
So you got the
nice.
PS5. I mean, when I finish it, I'll send you the hard copy. If you
Okay.
haven't already found a good deal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that'd be dope. Because that's still a controller game, so I'd be playing with a controller. Wouldn't matter either way. PS5,
Complete
yeah.
controller.
Yeah.
I wish the haptic triggers were a little better in the Last of Us games, because even in the first one, the remake for the PS5, like the part 1 that they did, the trigger break is not as nice as it is in like other games like Call of Duty or Fortnite. And I wish it was, because that would add like a little more realism, and plus it's kind of helps me with my accuracy on controller, because I'm dog shit aiming with controller for like shooters. And it would help a little more because I'm less jerky.
Yeah,
Shout out Jerky Boys.
Shout out Jerky Boys. Yeah, sizzle tits.
Sorry.
There was I'm all about the fucking auto aim in Red Dead, just because it's so hard to fucking aim with a controller. I'm so used to mouse and keyboard. Witchy Air 100.
Yeah, I played Red Dead all on controller too. That's like the only game that has shooting that I'll play with a controller. It's like
Yeah,
GTA or
with
Red
you.
Dead. It's the
Yeah,
only
yep.
games with shooting that
They
I'll
had
play
a
with controller.
Rockstar flow.
Yeah.
The
It was
auto aim
right.
they do is great.
Yeah, because then
Yeah.
you just like slightly nudge it up for headshots.
Yup.
Yeah,
I
I was
love
just
it.
about to
And
say that. Literally just
it
about to
just
say that.
becomes like a total muscle memory thing where you're just fucking headshot city like all the time,
Or a little slight zoomer for Red Dead. what's it called? The
Deadeye?
Snake Eyes? Deadeye, yeah.
Yeah,
Deadeye,
where you
yeah.
slow down time and just fucking cap everyone.
Yep,
Take
it's
somebody's fucking shoot the gun out of their hand or
Yeah,
hit him in the
Ooh,
shoot
wiener.
their leg, whatever. Yeah,
great. Cock and balls.
I think
the death animations in that game are so good. Like how they like react to the bullets and stuff. It's hella cool.
Yeah, yo, GTA 6 could be so great.
Bro,
'Cause
GTA 6 is gonna be so good, dude.
Yeah, because I think the only hurdle that maybe because I was trying to think too, why haven't I really finished Red Dead yet? It is a really great story. I think it's just the cowboy stuff. Like I would have to be in such a mood to play like cowboy games, just the same way I am with watching like Vinland Saga with pirate shit. I can't put myself there, but I always
Vinland
love
Saga's
like Grand
Vikings,
Theft
but go
Auto.
ahead, crazy.
Or Vikings, I mean. What did I say?
That was crazy. That was insane.
What did I
to
say? Now I forget
You
what I
saw a
said.
boat.
You said pirates.
Pirates.
Yo,
Pirates.
quit hitting
Vikings,
the TV remote, dude.
yeah, I
Quit
don't know.
smoking the
I
TV
don't know.
remote.
Nah, bro. Like I said, I'm doing it for you guys. It's all for you, despite what I say.
No, I do appreciate it.
But yeah. So that's why I always lean toward like Grand Theft Auto, that more like modern, all the cars and shit.
Yeah,
Horse
I grew
is
up
so
like
slow,
loving
like,
Western movies and shit. So that's why I love Red Dead.
Yeah, I think my main Western experience is Back to the Future 3. Although I did watch like the spaghetti westerns, the
That's
early Clint
hilarious.
Eastwood
That's
shit.
so
I really
weird.
like. I
Fucking-
really like those 3 movies. That was it, bro. Back to the Future.
Back to the Future 3. Isn't that the worst
Fuck
one?
Yeah, it's my worst one, but I mean
It's
they're
still
all
a good movie.
Yeah, they're all good, but and for me, I think it's the setting going back, which is interesting, and I find historically like interesting, fascinating to the times, history.
The Wild West,
But
dude.
I don't know, just playing as it sometimes it's just like I just want a car. Yeah, 'cause just riding on that horse is like, oh, I got to go the whole way across the map. I don't have like
I loved it.
a checkpoint. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you just put it in the
But-
auto travel mode where you just like hang out and then you can
Yeah,
hit
the
your TV
scenic-
remote.
Oh, I
travel.
never really mess with that. Yeah, I'll have to toy around.
Yeah, the horse will stay on the path if you
But-
set like a pinpoint.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I remember the
Yeah,
little-
just put the auto run on
pop-up
and rip your
and
TV
shit, but-
remote and take a drink.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not a bad idea. I'm lighting up now. But the fucking random encounters, and yeah, again, Grand Theft Auto 6 could be so fucking great, but just all the fucking random encounters when you are traveling around horseback or whatever. I keep getting fucked up like so many times, but it's so fun because I'll just run into some guy who's like fighting wolves or some shit or just whatever the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
It's just so different, and there seems to be countless. I don't know how many they put in this fucking game, but there's so many just unique
So many.
experiences, and it's just so amazing. Like, damn.
Like a damsel in distress in the middle of the road,
Yeah.
and then you get jumped from behind these cars
There's,
or
like, guys
whatever the fuck is
surrounding
going
you.
on. Yeah.
It's
You can like run up on
crazy.
KKK meetings in the middle of the forest, like randomly. Or you're like, what the fuck, dude? And they're like burning crosses. You're like,
Yeah,
holy
I
shit.
saw that.
And then I'm like, Deadeye, like, fuck.
Did you see the one? Did you see the one where you come across the KKK guy like crying because the other KKK guy got crushed by a giant cross and like fell on him and killed him, and the dude's like,
I ran up on him,
I can't
and
believe it happened. It's my
watched the
friend."
cross
I
fell
was like,
over.
Oh, I didn't
like,
get to
on the
see
dude.
it. Oh, that's
Yeah, you
fucking
get to see it.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah,
I
this
guess,
shit
but
is
that's
so
how
cool.
random shit is, you know. If you run up on a wrong time, you get a different like experience with it. But yeah, there's some funny, crazy shit that goes on in that game. They even have like, I guess there's like a secret like alien encounter that you can find in that game where like a UFO shows up, and they just have like wild stuff in that game.
Oh,
GTA 5 had a UFO thing. I think that's like a
Yeah, they for
I
sure.
think it's like a Grand Theft Auto thing because I don't know if San Andreas had one too, but San Andreas had the mythical Bigfoot.
Yeah,
thing,
there was a
right?
lot of lore
It was
that
like-
started because of that game. Like people were searching for this Bigfoot and yeah, aliens and stuff and ghosts and
Undead Nightmare. You do
slashers.
have the Bigfoot in the Undead Nightmare for not Grand Theft Auto. I'm sorry, Red
Red
Dead
Dead,
Redemption
Red
1.
Dead.
Yeah. You had to hunt like jackalopes and
Yeah.
all kinds of shit. Undead Nightmare
you-
was so good.
Yo, so good. One of the best DLCs
Yeah.
of any game of all time, dude. It was just insane. And then like going to find the horses of the apocalypse
Yep.
and
Yeah,
having
war
like
horses.
I remember finding War, and it was like a black horse with like flames, like flame feet and a flame mane. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is this, bro? And I had just found him like randomly. I didn't know that was like a thing.
That's the best.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? It just tells you to go. It gives you like a thing. It says you're near a horse of the apocalypse or whatever, and it gives you like the blue circle on the map to go like find the general area. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And sure enough, found him. I was like, yo, what, dude? And that's where you get the bug. You find the unicorn.
Yeah.
You gotta find the chupacabra.
Jackalopes. I remember like when you hunt down Bigfoot and then you like fuck him up and then he's just like crying because he misses his family and you're like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
dude, like what the fuck what happened? What did I just do? Like,
Can you kill him then?
how- yeah, dude. I'm like, oh no, dude, like,
And mushrooms.
oh my god.
Aw.
He's like, you eat babies. Yeah. It's like, you idiot. And then you feel bad. I always kill him, by the way. I always, every time. I just
Damn.
take him out. That way, there's no funny business. Because what if he's lying? Has anybody ever thought of that? If he can talk, maybe he's lying. And who are you going to believe? Your fellow man that's probably a product of incest? Or some furry animal from the bush that's crying? You don't know what he's crying. Maybe he's acting. He could be an actor. I've always wanted to be on Broadway. And then But I gotta
We got
just gotta
different
eat baby.
DLCs.
That's all.
I think, maybe I did. I did get mine off of a Russian. I think a Russian sold me mine outside of a shady movie theater. So that's why I did get a different copy, I think. But
That
I don't know.
happens.
Oh man,
Crazy, bro.
I do want to point out. I mentioned it earlier, but I think it's crazy now that I'm just thinking about it. Now that we're talking about DLCs, I open the internet up, and the first thing that pops up is that the one of the Dragon Ball Z games. It's like the RPG that goes through the story is getting a DLC for the new show that came out, and I think it is crazy how hyped me and probably a lot. I mean, I'm assuming I don't want to speak for the whole anime community, but I think a lot of people were very excited for this Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game to come out. The fighter
Fighting
that
game?
is basically
$250.
not a clone, but it's I paid a lot of money for it. It was supposed to be Tenkaichi, the shit from back in the day, the third person fighting game from back in the day that was like iconic. You know what I mean? That molded a generation. Us anime fans, we had that game. And it was probably one of the games that I've sunk the most hours into back on my PlayStation 2. And everybody I could tell, I mean, when at least in my bubble of internet, was ecstatic at the thought of the release of this game, and when the graphics started coming out, and you could see like fight clips coming out and like leaks and shit, and everybody was just booming and losing it and yada yada. And this game has just fallen so flat on its face. I mean, Bandai has really just kind of run with everybody's money and just decided to not do anything. And it's pretty shitty.
Weren't you saying the main problem was balance issues?
Which the balance issue, that was the whole spiel on on like the previous games, was like you could pick a shittier character than your buddy, and it would feel you had to work a little harder, but it would feel good. But the problem
Yeah.
is that now in the show, if you're going canonically, the leaps, the absolute leaps in power that have hit in the show over the last 10, 15 years are crazy. And so then the guys are picking these characters that are just ridiculously strong. And I just want to use, Krillin, who's like a little human bald kid, but he can't touch anybody. So it's
Charlie
like,
Brown.
I don't want to fight Jesus Christ every fucking match that I go in online, And that's a lot of the people's complaints, is that like everybody's tired of fighting all the sweats, dude. You go into a rank match, it's all sweats. And with like these auto dodge characters and this fucking nonsense. And Bandai's done like nothing to really do anything. They've just released their DLC characters that they promised to release. They haven't like released any different maps. They haven't like added the ability. I think they just added the ability like a couple months ago to play like local multiplayer on different maps, because for the longest time it was you could play local multiplayer, but it's only one map and it has no destructible environments at all. And it's just they really kind of just took my money, and I'm very sad about it, to be honest. I have no desire to play the game, and
That's
it
a
makes me
bummer,
sad.
dude.
Yeah, it does suck. I paid $180 for the fucking crazy
That's
uh
wild.
what the
See,
thing.
there needs to be Dragon Ball by indie developer. That's gonna be the one that hits. But
That's what I'm talking
maybe.
I
about.
think it'll let go of that
I'm not
IP.
opposed to it.
That's what
We
needs
need
to
Just a
happen.
bunch of
a-
I'm
guys.
telling you, with a lot of these
We just need a
IPs.
group of people that quit Bandai
Yeah.
and then go into their own thing.
Or
Yeah,
what's
ones
his
who are
name?
more
Was it
passionate about the
Travis or
games.
Tyler?
Tyler, shout out Tyler if you're
Schedule
listening.
One. I think there was a big
Tyler,
update
you need to get some more shit.
I
recently.
think they
Some
added
more
like
shit going.
Jukebox or something. I need to
Yeah,
hop in
something.
and see
They
what
did
they've
add
added since I
Jukebox.
jumped off because I was
There's a
playing
new
vanilla.
There's a new thing you can buy a storage unit now.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's not big, but I think it's literally only supposed to be for like storage because people were using like the motel as storage.
That's what I was
basically.
using. Yeah.
And so basically, it's just a storage unit. It's just one room. It's like $5,000 or whatever. I saw it. I don't know what else they added
Oh, you know
other
what?
than a jukebox.
I think there was a update before this, and this makes sense. Finally, they got rid of the thing where you need to have a bed for all your workers, and you just set up like lockers somewhere in the facility, the property.
Oh, that's
that they're
nice.
using.
Oh, really?
So
That's
then they
kinda
just
good.
use that, and then they go sleep wherever the fuck. But
That was one of
yeah.
the big pains is
It
trying
was
to
a pain. Fit a fucking bed, waste
space
all that
everything out
space.
with the beds. Yeah,
Jeez,
because they take
yeah.
up like the most space out
So
of
much
anything
space.
you put in
Yeah.
the place.
You couldn't put it outside. It was stupid.
I mean,
So,
I wasn't really
come
complaining
on.
about it. Obviously, I played the fucking shit out of that game.
Fuck yeah! I
Just
kind of want to
figured
go
it
back
out,
in now. Shit. Now that I'm talking about it.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we
I
gotta
didn't.
play Fortnite.
I haven't played
Sorry,
since
go
before
We
they
gotta play
added like the
everything.
pawn shop and all that stuff. So I haven't seen any of the updates.
Oh, I did a little
shop's
pawn
nice.
shop. It is nice. It's helpful so you can just get rid of the shit that after you upgrade to some new type of shit, you don't have to just figure out where it is or
Delete.
discard it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
to get a
should have
little
been
money
day
off of it.
one, by the way.
And it's a negotiation with this pawn shop too, so you can kind of work some more negotiation powers. in
Fucking
there.
Mick, what's his name? Mick
it's Mick-
Jagger. What's his name?
Mick
Mick
Cowboy.
Yeager.
Something I don't know.
Forget
It's,
his last
Mick-
name. I just
Mick
called him Mick,
Jagger.
Mickey.
Yup.
That was Wanda's. That's the Mick Gagger is the name that Wanda used to order that shit
Gagger.
for Aura. But yeah, that should have been day one. It's
Bigger
cool.
board.
It's a good game. Shout out Aura. I wonder if Aura's played Schedule One. Aura's taking a hit of OG Cum, but with his butt these days.
Gotta. He's gotta have.
He's got to be.
Is there another way to hit that or?
You know what? You're right, actually.
Okay.
I did make that strain specific. That is a boofing specific strain. It is just a boof strain. You're right. I'm sorry. I don't get high on my own supply anymore these days. So it's, the stinky puke I do ingest a lot actually.
Okay.
But it's a good, you got to run around. It makes you run around. It turns you into a fucking creep or whatever. The OG cum gives you seizures, and it makes it a little tough to deliver methamphetamine when you're having a seizure.
When you're seizing up on the ground, yes, it can be tricky.
When you're seizing up. The seizure that you have is funny because it's not like you don't fall to the ground, but you just
Screen shakes and stuff.
shake around. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking
Like in a
dumb, dude.
circle.
It's so dumb. What a silly game, dude. What a silly game. I love it.
is.
Yo,
They need to
we
add
gotta play
that shit in
Fortnite though for
GTA.
real.
Why? What's new in Fortnite?
By the way, Fortnite has I played like 20 minutes of Fortnite today while I was waiting to pick up my dog.
Now
I went to
you're all
take
in.
my dogs to get groomed, and I was like, I did some other things. I saw a customer. And I came back home real quick, and I was like, I got some time before I got to go pick up the dogs. Let me fire something up so I can do something, so I can say that I lived, Fortnite has like a Star Wars thing going on where all the guns are Star Wars
okay.
blasters. And
Every gun?
every gun is a
What?
different kind of Star Wars blaster.
Are you
Do
sure
they
that
miss
And
wasn't
then
every shot?
obviously, no, they're great, dude. They're so
you don't got
good.
stormtrooper aim. Like,
Stormtrooper ones.
Stormtroopers are fucking inbreds, dude. I did see a video on the 4th of like what if stormtroopers got LASIK surgery, and then it's them like leaving the eye doctor, and then immediately like Luke's running away in the Death Star or whatever,
One
and
shot.
and it's one shot to the back, and he
That's
falls
hilarious.
down that fucking giant pit where him and Darth Vader, where Darth Vader reveals that he's his dad. He just falls and smacks his fucking head and splatters on the ground. Leia, she's running into the ship, cooked. Han Solo's at the bar, at that fucking Mos Eisley, and they get him. They're like, "Yo, I
Oh,
can
shit,
spot."
Greedo.
He's got like a big mustache, and they just go. Behind
the back.
like over behind the back,
Damn.
and they fucking split his head open, and he goes, "I can spot that lip Wookiee from a mile away, dude." Ben Kenobi and Darth Vader are fighting, and these dudes just Swiss cheese Ben Kenobi up. Wookiee's dead. So then at the end, it's Darth Vader like as a hologram, and all the stormtroopers are huddled around the hologram, and he goes, "Well, guys, I don't know how to say this, but we won. So great job, everybody! Set phasers to fun. We're having fun." And then everybody's just dancing.
That's
They're just
funny.
fucking hanging out. It's so good.
Shit.
The way that these guns are implemented into this game is fantastic. I am trash. I need help getting back in the good graces of Fortnite because my aim's decent. I just can't win for some reason. I need a team. We need to play again. It
I
is
got
fun.
smacked up a couple weeks ago.
Yo, what if we win tonight? If we were to play tonight, let's say, just hypothetically, you
man.
know, if we were to play tonight,
Scare me.
Ghost has his TV remote locked and ready, and we all lock in, dude. What, you know, who knows what would happen? Maybe I'll sweeten the deal. Darth Maul is a purchasable character right now, and my kids are really into him, so maybe somebody else would be really into him. And you know, some other people you can purchase as well that are available, I'm sure, to spend money on. By the way, you'll never spend
Or
as much
not.
money on GTA as you do on Fortnite. Let that sink in for a second.
Darth Maul with some Jordan
I
7s,
don't
dude.
buy much.
Yo, Darth Maul with some Jordan 7s would be crap. And then
Yeah,
you could run around and get the
That'd be funny.
lightsabers.
With Claptrap on my back talking shit.
Does he talk? Does your
He
clap
talks the whole
talk?
time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like when you jump out of the bus, he
That's
goes,
funny.
does anyone else think this is dangerous? Like, you know, he says like just
That's
random
funny.
shit
Does he
when
really?
you're
That's
yeah,
so funny.
so good. Yeah.
Dude, see, doesn't
Yeah,
that sound
Fortnite
so
got the
fun? Just
meta-
being a
meta
little
joint going.
claptrap. Yo, claptrap, Fortnite, all the things. I almost bought a pair of Crocs in Fortnite. To be honest, it was gonna be the what's it called, Star Wars Wookiee Crocs, but they just made my character's
fuzzy?
feet look small. No, like just regular brown Crocs. They're just brown,
Like fuzzy slippers.
with little gibbies on it. Little GBs, giblets, or whatever. I think it's giblets. I don't think it's giblets,
Gibbets,
but I
yeah.
keep saying
Gibbets.
I like giblets though. Doesn't giblets, sound
that's
better?
The turkey.
than
Giblets
giblets
is like the
parts.
turkey.
It
Yeah, that's
is.
the-
yeah.
But why can't we? Let me tell
Make
you something
gravy
right
with
now.
that.
If we can repurpose things, you know, other things in life, why can't I repurpose the English language to my
I
standards?
mean, you're
I mean,
welcome.
I think we all kind of do already.
Yeah,
I like
slang.
it
giblets.
happens. It does happen.
It's a
It can
little
be
longer, but it
giblets.
rolls nicer. I don't know. I don't know what we're
Jibs.
talking
I like
about anymore.
jibs.
What are we talking about?
Well, that doesn't sound
Fortnite.
right.
That was
Fortnite, Star
the
Wars.
Chicken Little callback. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh.
over my
Uh,
head.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Chicken
Oh,
Little.
I
throat
talked about
there.
it
We
last
threw the
week,
deep
dude.
cut. The Chicken Little deep
I talked
cut.
about it last week. You never watched Chicken Little, dude? You gotta watch Chicken Little. It's a good
I
movie.
think I've seen
actually-
it
it's-
once, but I didn't.
I'm
I
gonna
think
be
we're
honest.
Take it to
blind with
heart.
rage.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys aren't gonna like what I'm saying. This is a tangent that no one's gonna appreciate at all. This is worse than Pokemon, by the way. But it's I do
Looks like you're
appreciate
rubbing
the
that
older
tree.
Disney
I
movies.
just gotta say that's very funny.
I'm fucking rubbing my PC. I just dusted my PC off
You're like right
fucking
on that
4
tree
days
over
ago.
there, or the seaweed.
But
over
the
there.
I'm fucking. I look probably
funny.
just out of my
So I'm
mind, just
sorry,
rubbing
it
a
just-
fake tree.
I've been hitting
uh,
the remote control.
No,
I
it's
know what
fine. I'm
saying.
fucking with the dust cover on my computer because I literally just cleaned it like 4 days ago and it's got dust on it already. But I have not turned my computer off in I don't know how long, so that's probably
Yeah,
why.
nah, I feel you. I'll do that shit.
I watched Chicken Little with my kids, you know, and I never watched Chicken Little when I was younger because I always thought Disney movies were for the birds. But
Disney?
they got a lot of
Is it? Oh, okay.
they've got a lot of humor that are like you wouldn't get it unless you're an adult.
Like a
I feel
Shrek
like the
kind of
Bee-
comedy.
Like the Bee movie, yeah, like the Bee
Okay.
movie, Shrek, shit like that. the older Disney movies kind of hit sometimes. And like, you know,
That's
Chicken
always
Little
the
goes,
best. Yeah, that's always
he's
the
playing
best cartoon.
dodgeball. He's playing dodgeball, and he goes, somebody tries to get him, and he goes, "I'm gonna make you hurt, and not emotionally like I do." It's just funny. It's just funny things that my kids don't know what they're saying, but to
And
me,
you're
I'm
laughing.
like,
Yeah.
millennial humor is very like depression based. I feel we like to laugh at things, at people's sadness, so that it's funny to me. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Back to you in the studio.
We weren't
I don't
doing
remember what
anything.
we were
It was
talking
all you,
about.
baby.
Yeah, what were
Back
we
to
talking
you.
about? I think
We were
just
talking
Yo.
about
Chicken
Fortnite.
Little. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite's
Chicken Little.
cool. Let's play Fortnite, bro. Is the what I mean? What I'm trying to say here is let's play Fortnite, dude.
Maybe. I can't commit, but
I hate all
I'm
this
game.
non-committal.
I don't even know if I have it downloaded, to be honest. Shit.
You have to.
It won't take long, though.
Oh, all right, dude. All right, fast.
Well, no, I
internet
got
over
the
there.
new PC. I didn't put everything back as far as the games and shit. Oh, no, I got it. I still got it.
There you
I
go. You're
downloaded
in, dude.
Avowed, too. I was going to try that with all the Game Pass ones. I think I might go another month because I've been playing a little bit here and there of Oblivion. I gotta say, it's growing on me. Although some of the horse like glitches and shit are really still annoying. I don't. It's still, you can feel the datedness of it. But since I've never played it and experienced the story, it's kind of a good story and all. And plus the graphics help.
The graphics
100%.
help.
Did you
It's,
play
I think there's a
anymore at
hardware
all?
for it? Not even a little. I deleted it.
Nah.
It's
Oh, okay.
I deleted it. I haven't played anything, dude. Like I said, I really haven't played. I was gonna play Claire, but then I signed up for Crafty's
The game club.
game club.
Oh, what game are you playing?
And I was like, you know what? The Claire Obscure.
Oh, fuck.
And they're gonna do it over 7 weeks, I think.
Yeah, so it's like I can fit that in for sure, and that'll help me pace it out. I'm also signed up for their Final Fantasy 16 game club, and I'm halfway through that game, and this will give me an excuse to like finish it, but I'm gonna have to start it over because honestly I have no idea where I'm at in the story and like what's going on. I've taken too big of a break. Now that one is a more like casual game club. I think these guys are trying to do it over like all of Q2/3.
I remember you talking shit
You're
about that.
like-
You were like, you guys want to play this, what, 5 hours a week or something? Or 2 hours a week?
No, 2 hours a week basically.
Yeah.
Which is, I get it. Some people are busy, but also like stay up, dude. You know what I
Yeah,
or
mean? We're all
something.
adults. You get a Red Bull. Hey, by the way, Red Bull and coffee exist. Let's get a Red Bull going. And this is, again, some people have I get it. Hey, I also have a family and a job. We can figure it out, by the way.
Yeah.
We're all grown-ups.
Wake up early.
We can figure it out.
Stay up late.
If your boss told you have this project on my fucking desk by Monday and it's a 40-hour project, you got 2 days to do it, you'd stay up to do that project. Why can't you stay up for your happiness a little bit? You know what I mean? For your
Yeah.
So what if it's a waste of time? So what if you don't get paid for you? You know what you get? Some little coins in the love bank, in the soul bank. You know what I mean? And isn't that the most important bank of all? Forget Chase Morgan.
Yeah.
Forget J.P. Morgan Chase. We need to fill up the National Bank of Love. And, whatever. I'm going somewhere with this. In my
Yeah.
Bank
I'm
of
picking up
Love.
what you're putting down, dude.
You know what I'm saying.
I imagine when I go to hell, I'll only be allowed to play 2 hours of video games a week,
Yo,
and
hell
it'll
is-
just be like eternal torture for me.
You know what? You're 100% correct. And by the way,
Why
and then
they
it's
would
like,
do it.
and then it's
Yeah.
spaced out, so you get 2 hours, but it's on like a Monday, and then you don't get
Yeah.
to play again till that next Monday. And by then, they've just been so many stonings and fucking cutting your fingers and doing all kinds of shit in
Yeah.
between that you're
Yeah,
not gonna
it's not
remember where you start
pleasurable
laid
even,
off.
fuck.
You know,
Hanging out at the DMV Monday through Friday. I'm like,
hanging. Oh my
fuck,
god,
dude! Like, yeah,
dude, the DMV in hell has to be the DMV in hell is the DMV at Zootopia where it's all
Yeah.
sloths.
dude, I was
You know
there
what
for
I
3
mean?
hours this morning.
Oof.
Were you? God bless,
Yeah.
dude. I don't envy that.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, I fucking hate that place. It's funny because I always
usually the
go in and I'm
people,
like,
too.
if they say one wrong thing to me, I'm gonna fucking fire off on them, and then they're all super nice to me, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
was like,
just get so
I was like
angry.
looking for a fight, you know? And I'm like,
The
"Don't you
DMV
even
Walk up all
fucking say
angry,
anything
like,
to me."
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, how you doing, sir? And I'm like, great. How are you? Like,
Just switch
I
on
guess
the
I'm
dial.
fine.
yeah,
You're
like,
like,
yeah.
I guess I'm
Let me-
fine.
Let me put away this
They
rage.
go, oh, that's
real
good.
quick.
Yeah.
They're like, it's a great weather we're having, by the way. Aren't you glad that whatever you go? Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I wanna say I'm sorry.
Reluctantly, yes.
You start
They're like, "For what?"
apologizing.
Yeah.
They're like,
It
"What are
is
you
good weather
apologizing
out.
for, dude? You
Yeah.
just got
You're
here."
right.
Yeah, I was
I
imagining
came up
me
here.
doing terrible things to you, honestly.
Yeah, I came up here with predetermined notions, and you've been nothing but beautiful and helpful to me. I'm gonna can I leave you a review, a Google review? Is that possible? And they're like, no, we work for the government. Dude. They don't
yeah,
care."
yeah.
I'm honestly getting paid less because I'm being nice to you right now, dude. And they go, oh, well, all right. Yeah, I fucking hate the DMV, but then again, they're always so nice to you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so funny.
It is. It's like a paradox, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Good times at Ridmont High
Yeah.
or something like that.
I am excited
up,
for that
movie.
that Claire
Good
game
movie.
club. It's like
Are you just sign up for it?
100%, yeah. Because I'm
You're
like
playing New Game Plus and
Yeah, you're
yeah, I'm
already
like
like
dying.
3
I'm
new
dying
games
inside.
in.
Like I want to talk about the story so bad, but it's so spoiler heavy that I'm just like, keeping it all inside right now, and I might
Oh, yeah,
like
you
seek
gotta avoid
therapy or something in between.
just
Because
do what Wanda
yeah.
did when Aura got arrested and go to BetterHelp and just talk to this lady about Claire for 2
Yeah,
hours. And when she
yeah.
tells you that you need to come back, just be like, no, I'm good.
Dude. Yeah, it's one of those games, and it's like one of those games too. Like I finished it and it like left like a hole in me, where I'm like so
did you?
unmotivated to do like play any other games at the moment that I'm just like, fuck, dude, like that sucks that it's like over with. But
I feel that.
yeah, I chased down the plat. I fucking found every weapon, found every picto, like everything. And
You got
now I'm
platinum on it already.
yeah, platinum, dude. Like it was so good. And I think like last week, I talked about it, and I had beat the main story, but they unlock so much shit for you, like in the near the end, that I went and hunted down like all the optional bosses, dude. And the one of the main optional bosses is probably the hardest boss I've ever fought in my life. Like took me 5.5 hours to beat him. It was
Damn.
absolutely absurd. Yeah,
Crazy.
crazy, dude. I mean, it was just like you fail one parry and it's like over. That's it. Like you couldn't miss anything,
Gotta have,
and
like,
it was
perfect
just so
parries.
punishing. It was you had to be perfect, dude.
Oh, that's
like, it was
fucked up.
crazy.
Dude, you've got
find it hard to get
116
the
hours in
perfects.
this game, dude. You're
Dog.
a wild man.
So I'm gonna stream the whole New Game Plus.
only been
So
out
I
for
started that a
180
couple
hours.
days ago. Yeah, started a couple days ago. So I'm gonna stream the whole thing, and it's kind of like a revenge run right now, where I'm just literally like blasting everything, and I'm playing it on expert too. But my characters are so stacked that it's like hilarious. It's not even turn based anymore. Like they don't even get turns. I just fucking annihilate and like move on. So, but definitely a great
Hooked.
game, dude. Yeah, such a good game. Yeah, so I'm excited to do the game club and speak about it with a bunch of people, because I think a lot of people signed up for it on this one
Yeah, did
actually.
they?
So yeah, I think there was like 10, maybe 10 plus
No.
people. So
11.
yeah.
Oh,
so
well,
quite
10.
quite
No,
a
you're
bit.
right. 10 because one of them's the bot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm excited. But I also finished their previous game club, and I was on this last Tuesday for video game happy hour. We finished up Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, and that
How
was
was
one of
that?
my. It was awesome, dude. Such a fun experience, and it's like one of those games that just reminds you that sometimes all you need is good gameplay. Like the story wasn't like knock your socks off or anything like that. It was really just about crushing aliens, and kind of like Helldivers, dude. We would just hop in and
Rest in
just
peace.
wreck
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. And so it's definitely a fun video game, and it was fun with friends, and I had a good time with it. And it was one of my to do or to beat games this year. So check that bitch off. But yeah, I mean the campaign's hella short. I think the campaign was maybe 8 hours or something like that. But I played a lot of the operations, which is like their live service, like recurring, repeatable mode. So definitely a fucking sick game. And I ended up like getting books about Warhammer, because I think the universe is pretty dope. It's kind of like Star Wars, like if Star Wars was like entirely evil, where like there's
Yeah.
like no good people in the universe and everyone is just fighting at all times. So definitely kind of like a dark
The LASIK surgery.
space opera. Yeah, exactly. As
Yup,
if
that's it.
stormtroopers
This could be.
had fucking
Phasers
good
for
aim.
fun.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely a fun universe. I'm not going to go as far as getting into the tabletop game or anything like that. I don't have that kind of time nowadays to go to the LGS and paint figures and shit like that. But definitely a fun entry into the Warhammer universe. And like, shout out to Kaiser because he had pitched that game to me last year and asked me why the hell I wasn't playing it. But I forgot. Like, I think maybe PoE 2 or something like that was like my game at the time when they dropped like the early access thing. But yeah, I'm glad I got around to it. Definitely recommend if you just want to turn your brain off and go shoot some shit with your buddies. So
shout out Kaiser, dude. Kaiser hates me because I don't watch his movie.
He's just trying to help you.
Like,
all right.
This is the comparison I'll run. All right.
No, go ahead.
Talking to Crafty about GTA is like talking movies with you.
Yeah,
that's
very
and
true.
you were saying, you don't understand the hate, and like same here. I don't understand like the hate, blind hate of like these movies.
And I'm gonna say this as a friend and as a colleague. That's fucking insane.
I mean, truth hurts sometimes,
insane,
dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's insane. First of all, words hurt. Let's start there. Let's start with the top of the ladder. Words hurt. Let's remember that as we go down this road. I just have a very specific. I have a chicken tenders and mac and cheese taste in movies. I like them very,
but there's some really good ones
throw any
that you like. I don't know, bro. I think if you saw some of these recommendations, still,
I think.
I mean, I didn't stand by the whole list. You know, some of those.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
give a fuck
no, a lot of. I think. I don't think he was
to be
saying
honest,
I gotta watch all of them. I think he was just kind of listing.
Things
that
it's fun to make a list of all your favorite shit. That's pretty much.
No, I love it.
But and personally, I don't agree with Napoleon Dynamite. I thought it was quirky and funny, but I would not put that top tier, to be honest. So I'm a little more with you there, but I did like the movie, so I'm with him there. So
hold on a minute, because here's what I'm gonna say. You're with me on the Napoleon Dynamite thing. Knight is with me on the Goonies thing. So are my takes really that bad? I think my takes are just a little bit for everybody.
Well, you seem so. I think it's the dismissiveness of even attempting some of these.
Yeah,
perhaps
we're like, check this out, and you're like fucking garbage. You're like, dude, you haven't even seen the preview, dude. Like,
I'm a very So a lot of people say, and this is the saying that everybody lives, knows. Trash. Don't judge a book by its cover. I say the cover is there for a reason. Judge the book by the cover. What am I going to read 400 pages of a book to then go, nah, not for me? No, dude, judge the book by the cover. It's what the cover's there for. I don't like the way that a movie portrays itself on the poster or the cover or the description. I'm not gonna waste my time. Time is the only thing I can't get back, guys. I eat too many little bites. Dude.
Understood, but we're giving you like solid recommendations a lot of times, and you're still
but
So that's not the cover. That's like a trustworthy word.
I mean, if you can make time for like the new Captain America, there's like no excuses, dude.
But that was like curiosity.
Or rewatching like Vinland Saga for like fourth, fifth, sixth time.
But that's tried and true. That's chicken nuggets, dude. You go to McDonald's, you get chicken. You get the same
one
thing.
Of these other movies is going to be your next tried and true. You got to try it.
Let me ask you something. You go to McDonald's. You go to McDonald's and go, let me get a new thing. Every time I go to McDonald's, I want a new thing on the menu because I'm going to expand my palate. Or do you just go fish fillet?
I get the analogies, but
fish fillet.
I get Big Mac sometimes. I get fish fillet. I'll go ahead with I get a 2-burger combo.
Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, dude. I got my tried and trues. Those are my two. That's my QPC and my fucking chicken nuggets, dude.
But there's so many options of movies compared to the menu of McDonald's. So that's like saying it's got to be McDonald's or all these fast food restaurants and regular restaurants too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're still just going back to McDonald's. You got to go and get some Denny's. Because they just introduced the one for one, buy one, get one.
Oh, they did. Yeah, they did do that. Actually. But again, I'm more of a first watch guy these days. It's all. I'm just gonna keep arguing.
Yeah, I know. We're not getting very far. But here's what I was gonna propose, though.
All right, go ahead.
All right, everybody, jump into Discord. If we can have a good consensus on like one movie, would you watch it? Movie,
Let's
not a
look-
show where it's
yeah.
like seasons and seasons. 2-hour movie, you know.
2-hour movie. I'm fine with that. Let's do this. You
Alright.
and Knight come together, unbeknownst to me. I don't want to know about it.
Okay.
And you put a list together of like 5 movies, and then just have these dorks vote for it in the Discord.
Okay, yeah, we'll come up with
And
a quiz
do a
thing.
poll.
One of those
Start a poll.
We'll
Yeah, yeah.
Start a
polls.
poll.
Yeah.
Whatever, I will
polls.
commit. Okay, and
Alright.
I got 2 episodes left of season 3 on Castlevania. I did hit
okay.
a
Nice.
slump. I haven't watched any more of it, but I am to where like they're gonna discover basically what's going on under the church, that priory.
Yeah, yeah.
And that fucking shit is crazy.
Wailing
By the way, it
Priory.
kind of makes me want to play Diablo a little bit, because of all like the demonic shit.
Yeah.
And I love the that show has like so many layers too. Not to get completely sidetracked, but let me finish saying this, and then I'll go back into that. I will make the commitment to watch whatever is voted for in the Discord.
All right.
Okay. Fair
Someone
enough.
go
And-
back and see
and-
which ones he hated on the most, please, and hit us up with a deal.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I don't
We
want to go
picked
back to
the
the
worst
episode.
5 just to torture
Oh,
him.
The worst five.
But
Listen,
ones that
watch
we
it,
do
it's
agree.
like-
Well, I
yeah.
say we still have to agree that we
Yeah.
enjoy the movie or something.
Yeah.
To some
Napoleon Dynamite,
extent.
Napoleon Dynamite, Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, I've watched
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite. You're not gonna get me on that again, dude. I've watched Napoleon Dynamite. I have hate on it for a
Yeah.
reason. It
Yeah.
sucked.
Oh, I
dude.
thought you said you didn't see the whole thing or something. Or
I saw enough of it to make an
enough. See?
opinion.
The whole thing. Then that's what the.
40
You didn't
minutes.
read the
Well,
400
maybe
pages.
not
I didn't
Napoleon,
read the
but we'll.
400 pages.
But
Yeah.
there's good move. Well, all right, we'll figure something out. We'll have that take place in the Discord. So
Fonda.
everybody join in with your suggestions and thoughts here. Boom. All right. I appreciate it
The Castlevania. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm team player. I'm nothing if not a team player, dude.
for sure. For sure.
Sometimes if it doesn't, act with anything else, like I go. if it doesn't
If
inconvenience
it's
me in
not
any way,
Rocky or something.
and I can't watch Rocky, dude.
Ooh.
I mean, I will if you guys want me to, but
I'm not
like,
a crazy fan of Rocky at all.
It's so dumb.
Ooh.
He's just a guy with brain damage that's boxing and learning how to like get up from
Nah, the
being hit.
first
Like it's
movie's
just
well written and it's structured beautifully. It's a
That's
good
'cause he
movie.
stole
It's
the
a
script.
classic. That's
the-
the
I don't know
rumor.
if
That
I-
is the rumor.
is that the room? I know if I
You
know
said
it's a
that.
rumor.
I
I
think.
don't know.
I think you still.
Yeah, I did. So the Castlevania, I love the storyline of the guy that got that, because I remember now in season 2, which last week we had said that I've only watched season 1. That's not true. I did watch season 2 because we had talked about the fight
Dracula.
between Dracula and whatever.
Where they end up in Alucard's room,
Alucard.
and then he gets all
Yeah.
nostalgic and
My
heartfelt.
boy, my sweet
Yeah,
baby boy.
yeah.
And Alucard's
I remember us
just
talking
like,
about that.
Zoink, now, which the only storyline I really don't understand is like Alucard living by himself, and then he like stumbles upon 2 Native American children basically, and they're like, "Yo, help us kill vampires," and like they're best friends after like 2 days. He's like giving them piggyback rides and going, "Yo, let
Yeah.
me show you all these cool things." I'm kind of like, "Yo, Alucard, could be such a desperate hoe for a second, dude." You're
I think it's
grooming
just like
them,
his
bro.
loneliness
Dracula,
is like getting
Oh,
to him.
100%. You're
Yeah.
because he was making like he had like dolls that he had made of fucking Trevor and what's her name? I never
Yeah.
remember her name, but I like her. And I
Sypha?
also like
Sypha?
yeah,
Yeah.
Cypher sounds. The I don't- the and I like he's got like little dolls and he pretends to be them or whatever. It's kind of
He's like losing his mind. He's like
Yeah,
having
for
a
the s-
conversation with him at dinner.
Yeah.
for the son
Fucking
of Dracula.
Wilson and shit.
Gay, bro. Figure it out, dude. Go to town. Go. There's people in town.
Yeah.
You just go talk to them. Now I will say the relationship that the what's her name, Sypha and Trevor Belmont have, I do enjoy that they're kind of like this fun, like he's kind of like this drunk bastard, and then she's like this smarty whatever, but they like are always joking around, and I like that. And then they can obviously fuck up anybody, which
Yeah,
is
they're a
also
good team.
cool. They're a great team, and it's like the way that they're managing to like decipher everything that's going on in this little town, with all the monks that are worshiping Lucifer basically, and like trying to fucking resurrect people from the dead and create basically like a forge master, a forge master is like a necromancer basically, is fucking nice, and I do
He's
enjoy it.
universe.
I like the storyline with Hector, the guy that used to be the Forge Master for
I
Dracula,
love
gets
both of the
kidnapped
Forge
by.
Masters.
I don't know about the Muslim guy, to be
Yeah, wait,
honest.
just wait.
All right, I'll give him some
Yeah,
chance, but the
yeah, yeah.
Muslim guy is like, I don't really understand what his end game is yet, and it's like it's always just him traveling and then killing whoever's in front of him, or threatening to kill whoever's in front of him, and then just creating more things.
Yeah, he's got
At
like
least
crazy
Hector is
ambition,
like,
dude.
yeah, he's like, yo, I gotta fuck these people up because you're all so rude.
Yeah,
That's what he says, because you guys are all assholes, so I gotta fucking kill you all.
Damn.
Hector
he's like
was like,
Django Unchained.
yeah,
Like, you know, he
that's a
just
good
analogy.
had a life of like just slavery, and then now
Yeah,
he's just
more-
like, all
and
right,
now he's
it's
like,
my fucking
revenge
time now.
runs.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
exactly.
he's sitting down. He's like sitting down at the campfire with like the demons that he resurrects, and he's like, "Yo, who were you before you like? Do you remember who you were before you died?" And he was like, "Yeah." This guy was like, "Yeah," and it's this hideous, like
Like a
scrawny
fly.
little like fly demon, and he's like, "Yeah, I was a scholar back in a place called Athens." And you know, it was like crazy. I believed in like a one god, and then the Christians came and they made it a sin to fucking believe in anything else. And then, you know, when I was tried, the reason that I am, you know, went to hell is because I gave up everybody. He's like, I started snitching like crazy, giving up everybody to save my own skin, and then they killed me anyway. So then I went to hell, and now you brought me back, and it's pretty cool. He's like,
Yeah.
he's fucking whatever. It's crazy the conversations he's having, but Hector's story where he's like a prisoner and like slowly, I think he's, I mean, don't spoil it for me, but there's like a vampire chick that like was coming to see him,
Uh-huh.
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
Yo, this lucky guy over here is like naked.
Yeah.
She's like trying to throw him berries at first or whatever. She gets close to him and he like grabs her throat through the bars, holds her, and he's like, "I'm fucking kill you if you make a sound." Ghost, this lady just like like turns into fucking bats, and like a swarm of bats, and goes through the cells, through the bars into his
Smart.
cell, and just fucks this dude up, dude. Ridiculous.
And she looks so sweet and innocent and like
Dick hanging out.
Yeah,
This guy
yeah.
has no chance, dude. She fucks his life up, and then she's like, "Don't ever think that you're that guy again. I can't believe I was trying to feed you, you animal." But then she comes back, she feeds him some more, you know, and she gives him clothes, and then I think they're
Sometimes
gonna
you gotta
fuck.
do
To be
that.
honest with you, I think they're gonna
Yeah,
end up
probably.
fucking, but I don't know yet. She does seem like a little vixen, dude. I like all the. There's a big plethora of characters
Yeah.
that I think,
Very different.
Yeah, yeah. At first, it was like a little tough to like follow everything, but now I'm kind of like locked in, and I'm gonna finish season 3 and then the season 4. So I'm watching it.
I was honestly
Nice.
shocked and was curious of where it was going to go after the whole Dracula thing, because I was like, wow, that
Yeah.
seemed like it came to a conclusion like really quickly. Like, where do they go from here? And then they just like blew my head, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, all right, like I got it. They had a plan this whole time to make a dope fucking story. So yeah, it definitely is. It pans out well, but yeah, good characters, dude.
Yo, shout out Netflix, dude. Your anime's kind of hit.
Yeah,
It's out,
I agree.
Yeah, they had a good run for a
Cyberpunk.
bunch of them. Yeah, shit's good.
This one, Devil May Cry, is supposedly really good.
I heard that's really good too. Yeah.
But you know what the problem is? I don't know if it. I mean, I gotta watch it myself. The problem I feel like is starting to hit now is that animes are kind of starting to turn into cartoons a little bit, where it's all about like the action and like, yeah, the story's cool, but like Saturday morning cartoons like the Power Rangers or whatever, you know, like Teen Titans, all that shit. The stories were never like super crazy. It was just like, yeah, it's some story,
For
but
fun.
it's mainly like,
Right,
yo,
it
I want to
was-
see you fucking throw down. You
Yeah.
know? I feel like Solo Leveling, now that I've like sat with it for a few weeks, it's a fantastic show, but it's just boxing, bro. That's all it is. Like the story's not anything crazy. You know, it's not like
Just
a
an
Vinland
entertaining
Saga
watch.
level story or like a fucking Demon Slayer or Attack on Titan or like this
So
multi-level
that's just the
level, like,
framework
world.
for
It's
fighting
just
shit.
boxing, dude.
Boxing.
Is all it is. It's just UFC with lights, you know, with you know, power trails or what have you. And I mean, that's fine. You know, I don't have a problem with it. It's a great show. But I do feel like that's where I do like that this Castlevania is a little more story heavy than action heavy, because I mean there's some action in it, but to be honest, this whole season's kind of been like not a lot of action.
Yeah,
It's more like
definitely
story.
character building.
Which I'm
That's
cool
what
with.
makes
I'm
a great
totally
show.
cool with.
Fuck yeah. Attack
Yeah.
on Titan, big up.
Yo, what the heck?
Sorry, that's like the first thing that pops
My
in my
wife
head when
and I
you talk
are
about great character building and everything.
Invincible, so like that too. And my wife and I are on season 2 right now. He just got to the bug planet of where like his finds his dad, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's like episode 4. I think we're gonna watch next. So we're almost halfway through season 2, and she loves it. She's like, "Yo, it's great." We just haven't had a chance to watch any more of it. We watched some last night, and it's great, dude. I love a good story. And I also love being able to play Yu-Gi-Oh while there's a good story going. You know what I mean? That's another, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Weatherman, dude.
Speaking of Robert Kirkman, though, I've been wanting to try to watch some of these Walking. I don't know if you guys are Walking Dead guys at all, but I stopped watching Walking Dead around when Rick left or got kidnapped or whatever the fuck happened there.
Murdered off the island.
Pretty much. Well, not by his choice or his camp's choice, but yeah, he was taken away. But I don't know, but there's been so many spin-offs, and some of them I think are get good reviews, and so I kind of want to catch up on the whole story, what's happened, the lore, but I don't know if it's even worth it to dive in. There's so much now. It's crazy.
Did you ever play the Telltale game? Because I'm kind of interested in trying that out.
I played the first one because you.
Okay. I heard it's really good.
I think that's the one where
The
you
Telltale
meet
games are good.
The girl and all, right?
Clementine.
Clementine. Yeah, and then the second one is Clementine. I think.
It is when I was in the army, like I was probably 7-8 months in. I think I told this story, but I was charged with like guarding the missile sites at night when we were going to train. So we would train during the day, but I wasn't like on a crew yet because I was still new to the thing. So like, yo, you're guarding the missile sites, so we don't have to pack up every day. So I would go out there. I just bought my car. I would go out there with a pack of fucking, mega stuffed Oreos, and just chill in my car and fucking fuck around, and obviously then patrol, and then go back to my car and fuck around. Do that until 5 in the morning, 5:30. People show up to site, and I just go home, crash for like fucking 3-4 hours, and then just run all day until nighttime again. Telltale, the fucking Walking Dead. I think I did like the first 2 or 3 chapters.
Yeah,
and it was great. Good.
Yeah,
so good. Those are games that like they have that like the gameplay is obviously not anything crazy. There's a story,
it's like a point and click adventure kind of type shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, choose your own
but it's like
adventure, sort of.
It's like a Baldur's Gate level decision making, where like everything does affect
consequential.
Like, your story. The things you do affect what characters are alive at the end of the game. They affect your relationship with Clementine, rolling it, and then the second game you can load all the previous decisions from the first game.
Oh, kind of like Mass Effect, where it continues
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
So
and
it
it's tough
continues
choices,
on,
man. You'll be thinking,
and
like,
it's crazy
"Fuck,
choices.
what the fuck
Like,
should I do?"
there's one there. I remember there was a choice where like you're on a farm and zombies hit the farm and they're like dragging a kid through the fucking
that's
thing.
what I was gonna bring up.
Or
it's an early one.
That where I was. What's the other one? It's like the kids get grabbed by the zombies.
The kid's about to get grabbed or something, but like the uncle or dad or something is like stuck under the lawnmower or some shit. I don't know, but this just shit's happening simultaneously for whatever reason. So you gotta pick, and this is one of the earliest big
who
choices.
to save.
Yeah, you gotta figure out who to save, and then that affects like all the relationships because like the wife of the dude will be pissed if you save the kid. It's like all this crazy, just dynamics, and choices and consequences, and so those are really well done, especially for when they came out. I mean, that was fucking how long ago? It's probably 20 years at this point. Not 20 years, but
I mean, it's definitely
Long
older
time.
for sure.
Yeah, it's
Close. All the Telltale games, the Batman, dude. But they gave away the Batman games like after I get back from deployment. I got back from deployment and the Batman games were like free on like for the monthly Xbox games or whatever, and it was a whole like 3 episode collection. Bro, I played all 3 of them. It was fantastic, dude. It was
Those were
so
good,
good.
too.
I only own
Telltale's
one
fast.
Telltale game, but I haven't got around to it. It's the Wolf Among Us because I was a big fan of Fable, the comic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard so many good things about Wolf Among Us.
I
Yeah,
heard that one was good too.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, because the comic was sick. It was like super cool concept where like fairy tale characters lived among real world and they just kind of like hid themselves. Yeah, so it's like all your old fairy tale characters,
Humpty
you know, like
Dumpty.
Jack, like yeah, just all. And then they have this place called the Farm, like in upstate New York, where they keep all of the non-human fairy tale characters. So because they can't be like out walking Manhattan, you know, like as like Humpty Dumpty or whatever the fuck. So they stick them on this place like called the Farm, and it's kind of like a a moral dilemma of like these non-human fable characters are like stuck technically in like a prison camp essentially. I don't know. It's a very cool concept for a comic book.
I think that's the fucking wave, dude.
Yeah,
I think you
but
need a
yeah,
nice
I'll have to
story.
check out
man.
that. I'll have to check out that Walking Dead one because I've heard nothing but great things about it. I mean, I've even seen
Worth a
some people's
shot.
like top 10 games lists, and like I've seen quite a few people list that up on their top 10. You know, and I'm like,
It's
wow, really?
Full price
That's
on
good.
Steam.
But it's not expensive anymore. I see that on sale or,
It's 50
or
bucks
given
for
away
the whole,
free
for the
all
whole
the time.
thing.
50?
Oh, for real?
For the whole
Well,
collection, though.
you could probably
Oh,
get the first
okay.
chapter or season.
each
like,
game is
pretty
like
cheap for
15.
free. I don't know.
Got
That's
it, got
crazy.
it.
Let
It
me
was
I
see.
bet that's one of the games
2012
that goes on
actually.
sale too for like summer
Immaculate.
sales and shit.
Yo, 13 years is
That's
wild.
older
years,
than
yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5. Slightly. Barely, but damn.
Let me see. Hold on. What website was I gonna type in? All Key
Like
Shop.
$1.99.
Here we go.
Gotta be.
Walking.
I seriously see that like
Dead.
free all the time. Like, here's Walking Dead. Download. Epic and shit.
Oh, like on Epic or some
yeah,
shit like that?
For sure, for sure. For
Okay.
sure.
The definitive series you can get for
GOG.
$11 on fucking Keysite, dude. The whole series.
For the whole collection?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not bad at all, dude. That's definitely.
It's worth a shot.
I,
That's
I
not
should
bad
look
at
into
all.
that.
And it's good. I mean, it's really good. I think Knight, you'd like the Batman one because you're a Batman guy.
Okay. I'll have to look into that too.
Let me see how much that one's running on the key sites real quick, if you don't mind. Real quick, the series is $15 for the whole Bat. Oh, hold on, that's Xbox for whatever reason. Do they not have it on fucking PC? What are we doing?
They don't make these really anymore, do they?
$2 on fucking PC, dude. The Batman series.
Dang.
Get out of
That's
town.
pretty cheap.
That's a steal. That's a steal. That's a steal. The Russians can't even give you a deal like that, dude. You kidding me? A Russian in front of a shady video, whatever, movie theater. Help me out. Pull me out of here, dude.
Yeah.
The Russians
the-
in
Yeah, Russia. Shout out Russia, by the way.
Wolf Among Us 2 is announced. Actually, it's supposed to come
Ooh.
out.
Oh, really? Maybe
Because
it's
I was
time
looking
for
to
me
see if
get
there's
around to that.
any new Telltale games, and I guess they weren't a company for a while, but they got revived by some other company, and now they announced like 2 or 3 other games. Wolf Among Us 2, The
They got revived
Expanse,
by it's called Skybound Games.
Skybound, big up.
That sounds familiar. Skybound.
They've got a few. I clicked on their thing here.
Ooh.
They've got like a few games that I don't really know. Hold on, how is that sexy?
You clicked on his thing. I don't know the way you said it.
Oh, I clicked on his fucking.
It's probably me. Don't worry, it's my mind.
J and O the damn water bottle I got here.
cum.
J-O-I City.
OG come, daddy. It's third. So if you go directly on Steam, it is to. Because there's 2 Batman games. I forgot. Hold on. Fuck.
I see there's like
2 different
this
Batman
DLC
games.
called Shadows or something like
Yeah,
that.
the Shadows. So the original game is 2. Fuck. Come on, dude. Don't be a bitch.
Bro, what's
The
happening?
original game is $2 on the
Infinity.
key site. The Shadow thing is $5. But you have to get it on Xbox. Why is it only on Xbox? It
Oh,
makes no sense. It
damn.
makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense, dude.
Just what's the shit
Might have
direct on
to buy
Steam?
the-
It's probably not that much, is it?
$15
Or did you already
each.
say that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Shadows Within one is the Joker's story, which actually is a very good story. I did play both of them. It's good. It's
Okay.
good, dude. It's fire. I kind of want to play it again.
Yeah,
I
this
would
is
like a
something I
nice-
definitely always wanted to try, was these Telltale series, but I just never pulled the trigger on giving them a shot, really. I tried the Wolf Among Us for like a couple hours with an ex-girlfriend, and she was so uninterested in video gaming that it just like
yeah.
fell off really quickly. Yeah, so that was like kind of my experience with it.
Yeah, that's always a tough hurdle.
Did we lose Tack?
Yeah, I think he's frozen. But I tell you what, this is a good time to take a break anyway, because I got to piss. And
All right, that
smoke
sounds good to
cig.
me.
So we're going to take a quick break, but we will be back.
Yo, shout out ExpressVPN fucking breaking my my internet. I was
Sponsored
trying to
by
turn on my VPN. I
ExpressVPN.
literally was like, "Yo, I'm trying to find a better deal for you." And hold on, let me turn my VPN on.
Yeah.
I turned it on immediately, just crack.
Yeah.
Just fucking cooked.
It paused
dude,
you with your
whatever.
mouth open. We were like sticking our fingers in your mouth.
I was all about
it. Yeah.
J.O., that's why I really need to take the break.
Yeah.
Yo, are you
We
taking
go
a
rub
break?
one
You
out
taking
Oh,
a
real
yeah,
break?
quick.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're
take
just
a
gonna
quick
take
break.
a break anyway. Figured it was about
All
time
right,
anyway.
perfect.
So
All right, we'll be right back.
Thank you, everybody. Stay tuned. Oh damn, yeah, I forgot the music. Well, you know what? I figured Tack would be right back on talking or something. Play something. Beatbox.
Try to get the Batman game for the Switch, but they only have
Oh, too late.
they only have it in Russian, dude.
Oh, yeah, it's rough.
That doesn't work for
It's
your
rough
boy,
in
bro.
Russia right now.
Is it, dude? Well, they're
don't
playing
know.
fucking.
Is it?
They're playing drone tag over there right now.
Big up India. Call
Yo,
centers.
India, Pakistan right now is crazy.
Wilding out.
They are wiling out over there, but you know what? You
But
see your
GTA
boy
6
Donnie
is
T going,
coming, so.
"Let them fight."
That's what he said.
He goes,
Well, hey,
they
let 'em fight.
want us to get involved. Why would we get involved? Let them fight.
They've always been fighting. Just time to throw it on the news for distraction purposes, probably. I don't know what's going on. I give up. What are you gonna do?
I give up. I also give up.
What you gonna do? Oh,
I
speaking of
also
Star
give up.
Wars. Speaking of Star Wars stuff, I started watching Andor, and I didn't even realize
it
at
good?
first. I knew nothing about it. And I'm a big fan of Rogue One, but it goes into the dude from Rogue One's like backstory and shit. So I'm like, oh shit, I didn't realize. So it was kind of like a
Is that the Spanish guy, the pilot?
Cassian.
You
Whatever his name
want
Looks Spanish.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's like a gritty
Is it
Star
pretty
Wars. I like
good,
when they do
though?
alternate kind of things. Like that's why I like Rogue One because it felt more like a old school like war movie instead of like a Star Wars movie. You know.
It was just Top Gun, but what's it called? But
Sort of.
whatever that other movies,
Have you seen Top Gun?
Star Wars. Oh,
We'll
dude.
put it on the list. Okay.
For what?
We'll put.
For
See,
what,
here we go.
dude? For what? For what have I
All right,
seen Top
send
Gun goes for
in
what,
your
dude?
suggestions. Top must
For
see
what? No,
movies.
just listen. Answer. Just answer. For what? What is Top Gun gonna do for
It's
me in
good
2025?
I mean,
What's
it's
it gonna do
entertainment.
for me
What's
in
any of this stuff
2025,
gonna do
dude?
for you? What's any entertainment? that
It's gonna
you,
make me
subject
happy.
yourself
It makes
to?
me happy.
It's a
It makes
good
me
movie.
happy.
It's a
Is
happy
Top Gun gonna
movie.
make me
There's
happy?
Happy stuff.
Isn't it just Scientologist in the stratosphere? Isn't that all it is? Isn't it just Scientology in the stratosphere?
There might be some subtle Scientology in there. I don't know, like some subliminal shit.
Yo,
but besides that,
am I the
it's
worst
good.
guy to talk to or what, dude? Am I the worst guy to have a conversation with? Am I have to be top 5
About
worst guys to have a
movies?
conversation
No,
with?
but well, yeah. I mean, just about movies, perhaps. But no, you're fine. You're fine.
Yo, I don't know. I think I'm terrible.
No.
But can I tell you
not
something?
terrible.
I'm not gonna change it. Nothing's gonna change. I'm gonna stand on business, dog.
10 toes
Fuck
down,
all that
baby.
old
That's how you
shit.
gotta do
10
it.
toes down, pointed in the
Yes.
direction of the ancestors, dude. I
That's
saw a
right.
Spanish video today. It was a podcast,
Bow
a
to
Cuban
Mecca.
podcast, and the way he says it in Cuban is hilarious. And it's like the Cuban language, Spanish. The Cuban dialect of Spanish is just so unlike anything for comedy. Like I hate
Do an
Spanish
example.
comedy, but
'Cause I don't
listening
know.
to like I can't do it.
ignorant.
I can't do it.
I'm very
I'll
ignorant.
send
Come
you a video.
on. Oh.
I'll send you a video.
You
But
can
this guy
do
was
it.
like, he was like, he's like, to be a human being, we forget what being a human being is because of the fucking phone and the technology. It's killing us. And he throws his phone off screen. He just throws it. He goes, get rid of it. He goes, we forget that to be a human being and to reach down deep into the DNA, you need to see tits. He goes, we were put on this earth. He goes, you come out of the womb. What's the first thing you do? They give you the tit. He goes, the baby's crying. You're crying as a baby. What's the first thing you do? They give him the tit. He's like,
I like where we're going.
listen, he's like, think about, we're grown adults. We don't even need the milk anymore. And where do we go when we're set to suck on a tit? He goes, look at tits, find tits. He's fucking going crazy.
This is a philosophy I can get behind.
Mira
by the way.
teta. It's just fucking. He goes, the Lord up top gave us tits for a reason. It's just
What's
fucking
tits
going
in
off,
Spanish?
Dude. Teta.
Teta. Ooh,
La
taters.
teta no dieron la teta el señor. It's just fucking
That's
going
great.
off,
I
dude.
love it. Yes. You got it. That's funny.
Yeah, it's good.
Tits, baby.
Yo, tits, dude. Oh yeah. Shout out tits, dude. Post a tit in the Discord, by the way.
No, don't
Somebody, please. Your mom's, your uncle's, somebody's tit. It doesn't even have to be your tit, dude. Just post a tit. Don't
Did
get
it
it off
not
the
say
internet,
for
because then
one?
I know it's not this. It's not the same. If I know it's like an online, like a Google tit, I need like a
You need real tits.
yeah,
homegrown.
Somebody in college sent you
Wait
a
till your
nude that
wife's
you kept
sleeping.
on to forever. You know,
Yeah.
a Polaroid. Draw me a tit. I don't care.
Draw some
Draw me a
tits.
tit. Don't take a picture of your wife's tit while she's. I can't. Don't disrespect your marriage for the Lost Boys. I don't think that's the message I want to give.
Unless you want to.
Unless you
You
want to.
know,
If
I
you
mean,
if you're
it's
okay
your
with it, if you have
prerogative.
consent, I'll say that. Get consent
Yes.
first.
Yes.
To show the Lost Boys your wife's tit before you just don't get a divorce and then go, the Lost Boys made me fucking get a divorce. Like, no, you idiot. We're not the cause of this. That's so funny. Send us your wife's tit, dude. You know what, dude? Send us your wife. I'm gonna go the other way with
What
it
can we?
now.
What
Send us
can
your
you
wife's
win
tit.
if you send us a wife tit?
If you send us your wife's tit, you can win a shout out on the podcast. How about
There
that?
you go.
Damn,
A
dude.
shout out on the
Yeah.
podcast, and if you end up getting divorced, we'll have you on the show. How about that? We'll have you on the show, and you can pimp your GoFundMe to all 14 of our Indian listeners that are going to end up calling you and telling you that your car insurance is expired and you need to renew it.
Stay safe.
Shout out, because you're funding a war now, so you better believe the scam calls are going up, by the way. The scam calls are going up. The unpaid tolls that are now sweeping everybody's phones
Yeah,
for
they
some
need the
reason.
money.
The new thing is unpaid tolls. Have you guys gotten these fucking messages?
Yes.
That like you're
yes, I've
fucking
seen
dude.
that.
Yeah,
Or your
I
Easy
hate 'em,
Pass or
dude.
whatever.
My phone
whatever you
auto
call
Easy
it.
Pass.
filters that shit out. I don't get
See,
any spam.
I wish I had
Missing
that,
out,
but
bro.
Apple wants me to pay. Apple wants me to pay. Apple's like,
Yeah, it's just
somebody's
like a
gotta get
base
this guy.
feature on Android phones.
They get me. I get the spam risk if I get a phone call, but the text messages come through like crazy. Your Easy Pass, you're overdue. $14. We're gonna call your fucking mom's boyfriend to come, fill your mouth with ketchup if you don't fucking whatever. It's a whole stupid long message. Over $14, dude. If you're gonna fucking if you're gonna swat my house with my sweet baby boys inside for $14, come do it, dude. Come do it. I'll be holding angles. I'll say that. I'll be holding angles. Come get this 14 in blood, daddy.
Scarface shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking of
Oh,
giveaways,
crazy.
we'll talk about that controller here.
Yeah,
for
what
our
do we
game.
got on the controller?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give this bad boy away to Joel Logan, dude. He came through with
Ooh.
a good description of enjoying Mike Tyson
I'm
back
clapping.
in
You
the
can't hear
day.
it, but I'm clapping.
Yeah, and I like that boss pick because I know Tyson gave that's like childhood trauma for a lot of gamers in terms of trying to beat him. Yeah.
Is he crazy like that? Should I have
Yeah,
to go back
crazy.
and play old Punch Out?
Do it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Joel, I'll hit you up in the DMs and I'll get it figured out and get this thing sent to you.
Congrats.
Shout out Joel
Thanks for all,
Logan.
That's
thanks
good
for all the
shit, man.
support, brother.
Yo, Joe
Yeah,
Logan is
absolutely.
that guy, by the way. What a nice guy. He did say something nice about, and I forgot to respond. I was so busy today. I'm so sorry, Joe Logan. You called me a nice drunk guy, and I appreciate that, dude. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give him a little heart right now. I'm gonna put a heart on it because I did forget to do that, and I was like, yo, I gotta respond to it, but I
One
didn't.
love.
I did. He says, "Can I tell you?" I do say, "Can I tell you something?" a lot when I'm hammered. But there's a lot of things I don't. I
I'ma
don't
be
have
honest.
a great
Can I tell you
vocabulary.
something?
Can I? Yeah. Can I be 100% honest with you? I do say a lot of things over and over again, like a broken
love you to
record. But I
death.
think it just adds to the. It's just my character. You know what I mean? And my character
Tagline.
is
Yeah, it works.
brain
It's
damage.
tag.
My character's just brain damage, but that's fine. I. CTE maybe, if you would. I didn't play sports, but I got it somewhere, you know, and that's what matters.
You ever been concussed?
The headboard.
I did get concussed. I got knocked out in combatives one time. There was in combatives in the army, the level 2 combatives, you have to submit a guy that is punching you, and you're not allowed to hit him. You just have to solely submit him. And I went for a double leg, and the guy just hit me with an uppercut and knocked like right here. He just hit me right in the forehead, dude, and like knocked me back, and I was out. I woke up on a bench and then just like had to go back in like a few hours later. And we were like, yo, get it this time. And I got him.
Nice.
But it was I was the only time I've ever been for sure concussed, dude.
Yeah.
I've probably had other times that I've smacked my head a lot and just not, just brushed it off. I don't know if I've been concussed more than that. But or like slight concuss, whatever. My second son hits his head all the time, and I go, "Dog, this is gonna affect you at some point down the road." It has to.
Yeah.
The way that this kid just nonchalantly, I had to put like rubber guards on the corners of my fucking counters because he's just at that age now where like his fucking head is just lined up sniper Chris Kyle with the counter, and this kid has no ability to like, lock in and just focus on going one direction. He's just anywhere, and he doesn't care. No regard for his life.
Kool-Aid man, but he doesn't go through the wall.
He does. The wall is
Goes to
a
him
sharp
often.
granite counter.
Oh,
And he's like, yeah, I bet you I could take that shit. And he can't. He cannot. So shout out my kid. Shout out me. Shout out the concussions.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Jesus Christ, by the way. And shout out Joe Logan. That's
Christ on the crazy.
the winner. Christ on the Crizzy, dude. Joe Logan wins. He is the best. Thanks for the stickers. And thanks for
Yes,
the jibbies,
thanks
the
for
giblets.
Giblets.
And thanks for the story.
Yeah.
The giblets, dude.
That's
I am
that's our new
downloading Mike
term.
Tyson's Punch Out.
Jibs.
Damn,
And,
really?
I am
Yeah.
downloading it. It's only 126 kilobytes. I can download that, by the way.
Yes, that's
It is a
Yes.
great, fast download.
it's a good play.
It's a good play. All right. Hey, you guys are great. Back to you in the studio. All right, I'm done. I'm saying that. I'm sorry. That was the third time. That's it. I can't say
like
it
it.
anymore.
I
I used
like
it
it.
up.
All right. Well, you wanna
What do we got? What do we the news here?
get into
Are we gonna play
news.
Fortnite after this?
oh, I don't know, maybe.
I don't think so.
Ah, boo, boo, boo! Everybody, boo these people. I gotta
Boo
watch
this
Top Gun,
man.
but these motherfuckers can't play Fortnite.
I'm not putting Top Gun on the list.
To bring you
All right, send your suggestions.
All right. I know we were talking about how much we love Pokemon last week, so I put an article on here about fuck Pokemon. Pieces of shit, dude. So Pal World had to get rid of being able to ride your fucking pals because
Why?
supposedly
I saw something about
um,
it. Okay.
yeah, supposedly
Damn.
in 2022, Pokemon Legends Arceus got some kind of patent to ride your Pokemon. But like to me is like how are they getting these fucking patents? Because mounting has been in video games for fucking decades, dude.
What a piece of
You know,
shit.
like
Yeah,
what's next? You're
fucking
taking the horse
WoW
out of
and
Red
shit.
Dead Redemption or something? Like
Ooh,
what the
yeah,
fuck,
true,
dude?
Yeah.
Yo, fuck
You know,
Pokemon.
so-
I'm not gonna
crazy.
finish Pokemon now.
To me this is wild, you know,
Fuck
and this is
Pokemon.
Power World just trying to like avoid things, which is probably a better business decision for them, but it's so unfortunate that they have to fucking do this. And it kind of pisses me off and
You
like
should fight
I
that
don't
one.
understand. Yeah, I don't understand how they're getting these crazy patents because like what the fuck? Like you're not that creative, you know. Cuz I mean Pokemon's even a rip off of an old school game. I forget what it was called, like King's something or
King's Quest.
is it King's
No,
Quest?
No, I don't
it's
know,
not
no.
King's
It-
Quest.
it's I forget
It's
the
a point and
name of
click
it, but
game.
but it's like yeah, they ripped off like an old school game where essentially you collected monsters, but for some reason they've like cornered the fucking patent market.
Tamagotchi.
No, not Tamagotchi.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
That's the
don't
thing.
quote
It's
me.
like
Yeah.
they fucking and then the problem is that they make it so much more difficult for people to do things. And again, like Pal World has never. I mean, there's a lot of similarities. Let's get that
For
out
sure.
of the way. There's
For
a lot of
sure.
similarities.
Sure.
But what are you going to be, the only fucking game in town for the whatever? It's not even like how many fucking copies did Pokemon Scarlet sell? How many? Let's see that right now. Let's
I
see.
think that's
Let's
why
see
they're
what kind
suing.
of
They're
gold
so
mine
fucking bitter about the success of Pal World.
Yeah.
Pokemon SV sell.
It's a fucking
Ready?
Nintendo strategy.
Hold on here.
This is Scarlet. Is this the newest one?
Yeah, the newest one.
Okay. I'm guessing 20 million.
You think that much?
Oh, is that a lot? For Pokemon, I figured that might be.
yeah, I mean,
12 million.
You could be right. I mean,
Between
Pokemon
12 and
fans
20.
gobble stuff up, you know.
Yeah.
Does
Does it exist? Doesn't even sell.
They've sold a lot. They've sold a lot.
Yeah,
I don't think that's correct. I don't think this is correct because
I'm seeing a number of
Hold
26
on,
million.
26.38
Oh.
million. 26.38 million. Hey guys, how much more fucking money do you need to make a
Yeah.
game that runs at 20 FPS sometimes? How much fucking money do you need? Let these people do their thing. How many copies of Power World sold?
A number I'm seeing here is they sold 15 million copies, but they had 32 million players. Because wasn't it on Game Pass?
I think so.
I think you're correct. Yeah, 15 million copies. Yeah, I'm looking at that thing too.
Yeah, because it attracted a total of over 32 million players across all platforms. This is.
Guys,
Yeah.
8 billion people in the world, bro. Can you guys fucking relax, please?
Yeah,
There's
I think
8
it's
billion
trash, dude.
people in the world. Can you guys fucking let people do their things and just like, why do we shutter creativity?
Yeah.
The same shit with Drug Dealer Simulator. These corporations gotta go. I love you to death, but that's why we can't buy their games. We have to let Russians sell them to us at a reasonable price.
I saw a
Behind the
statement
movie
by
theater.
the developers of Drug Dealer Simulator, and they said, "Hey, we didn't want any fucking part of this,
Yes.
and we're
Yeah, we
super
talked about
proud
that. There
of
was-
It's
Schedule
all the
1."
publisher.
They like
Yeah.
that. Yep.
And they
Yep.
came out with a legit public statement saying like, "This is all on the publisher, and we really wanted nothing to do with this, and we feel terrible, and we hope nothing but the best for Schedule 1." So I was like, "That's a pretty good statement," but still, like, you know, you're just a puppet on a string to your corporate overlord, and
Yeah, imagine making a game and putting your heart and soul into a game, and then the guy that pushes your game because you don't have enough capital to push it yourself decides to go after somebody and just ruin your reputation by association.
it's so crazy, dude.
Isn't that wild, dude?
What a
Yeah.
world.
Yeah,
just
but
sucks, bro. I
I
fucking
thought,
hate
and
it.
you know, to me, this was like really shitty because in Power World, one of my favorite things about getting to like near the end of the game was getting the super dope like dragon pals to ride around the continent and stuff, and I
Yeah,
thought that was
And
like,
it helps you
super
move faster.
super fucking cool. Because yeah, like I hunted down like that big like legendary jet dragon. His name was Jet Dragon or whatever, and he just like flew around the map so fast. So I think that's really shitty that they had to go this length, but I think they, you know, they also understand like how powerful Nintendo's law team is, and that they're just like, fuck, you know, what are we supposed to do here?
I think they're gonna have to add like some sort of vehicle element
Yeah.
because the map's too big for you to just walk around.
Well, I
Portals.
guess what they did was they from reading this article, they implemented a glider, and then whatever PAL you have as your mount, quote unquote mount, gives you the like a passive for and it changes like maybe the speed of your glider or something like that. But still, like to me, it's just such a shitty thing, and I feel like they shouldn't allow Nintendo or Game Freak to get these fucking stupid patents. Like, who's allowing
they need
that?
to
Like,
fight
how do you lock that down? You know?
Dude, they're just paying a fuck ton. Make no mistake, it's just Nintendo paying a bunch of money and then going, yo, I don't want people to do this. And then whatever, you know, legal company, legal entity that's like in charge of enforcing those things, they go, it's going to cost you a little more than what you're offering. And it's Nintendo, so they go,
Oh, we
Go
got
ahead.
it. Yeah,
Go
we
ahead.
sold
Put it on the-
36
put it on
million
the-
copies
put it
of
on
our
the
worst
Amex.
Pokemon.
put it on the Amex, dude.
Yeah.
and then or the JapX, whatever, you know what I mean? That's Japanese Express, not American Express, but and then that's it. And then they go, done deal. You own it now. For what, dude? For what?
That's
So
crazy.
you make again a 14. It runs at 14 FPS, dude. For fucking what? What are you doing?
That's another thing
Figure
that
it
bothers
out.
me is they lock down all these patents that restrict other people making games, and then they themselves put out mediocre shit, like in the in terms of Scarlet Violet.
I'm mad about it now. Now I'm not gonna finish Scarlet Violet out of principle. I already beat all 8 gym leaders, and I've got the game almost beat. But you know what? I'm not gonna finish it now.
Make a statement.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
That
This
sucks.
is our protest.
Yeah, I'm Team
I
Power.
won't
World
play any
nowadays.
more Pokemon. I swear it on this podcast right now.
Look at Ghost got a
Damn,
back.
yeah.
Ghost got a
Dude.
backbone, dude.
Yup, fuck
Ghost.
it.
Can I tell you
I'm
something?
never
I was
going
worried.
back to play any Pokemon ever again.
I was worried that you were gonna just jump right in
Yeah.
immediately after the show, and now
That's why I can't
know
play
that you're
Fortnite.
serious.
Yep. Sorry.
I'm gonna transfer all my Pokemon to your kid, Tack. He can fucking
Yo,
have
can I
them.
tell you something? He'll probably be like, "Yeah, cool," and then he'll forget and just start playing Minecraft Dungeons. Or
No,
whatever.
just end the
Yeah,
counter
cool.
and forget about everything.
I love him to death, but he's like getting into the Pokemon thing, but he needs my help on like a lot of the things that he's doing now because he's in the open world.
Uh-huh.
And bro, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna let you play Pokemon. I'm still sleeping. Don't wake me up, please. It's 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday. And 6:45, he's like, yo, Dad, I want to show you. Let me show you this Pokemon. I'm like, buddy, I love you. I'm so happy that you caught this Pokemon. I can't shut him down, you know. I'm so happy you caught this Pokemon. Please show me later. I would love to see it, just not right now. I'm trying to sleep. And then in 15
He's so
minutes after that, he
excited.
goes, yo, I'm stuck. I can't go anywhere. There's a mountain in the way. I'm like, well, try going around it. He goes, holy shit. I didn't even think of that.
I didn't even think.
Holy God.
Yeah.
Bless, Dad. Can I tell you
Yeah.
something? You're a wizard, dude. All right. Cool.
that's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell
well-
him men trip on stones, not mountains, dude. You know?
Yeah,
Come on,
dude.
bro.
100%. Hey, walk around. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't mean to derail, but fuck Pokemon. I'm gonna be like, yo, get Power World now.
Yeah, that story came up, and I was like, oh, you know what, dude? I was like, I can't believe we fucking said good things about them last week. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're right, dude. Hey, by the way,
Spoke too
Pokemon
soon.
is gay. Anybody who plays Pokemon is gay, by the way. Let's start there.
You are
That's
Confirmed.
you had gay. Play Power
Confirmed.
World instead, dude.
Boom.
We should have listened to Aura. Aura said Scarlet and Violet was trash.
Yo, you know
Right
what, dude?
before.
The Oracle has
That was
spoken,
the last-
and we didn't
He
listen.
said that's
dude.
why. That's why.
The
I think
He
that
was
was his
set
last
up.
words, dude. I think
He
it
was
his
set
last
up because
words.
he said that. Nintendo fucking
Yeah.
set him up, bro. This might be your whole fabrication.
That's why he's in
Hold on a
jail.
minute,
Yo,
It's a
yup.
conspiracy with
Yeah, they're keeping him
Nintendo.
quiet.
The big Aura conspiracy.
Bro, this makes so much sense now.
Game Freak got him, dude.
Jeez, that's crazy. Yo, fuck Game Freak, dude. They set up
Set up
the
our
profit.
boy. The
Profit.
The profit. Oh,
Yo, the profit.
shit.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm cooked. Sorry, Jesus. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
You call me Jesus?
Well, no, I mean,
Oh.
I'll be the one that'll probably put me in hell
Yeah.
for calling a
Might
murderer
you?
the prophet. But dude, that.
Allegedly.
All right. So
I
this,
think it's pretty.
Yeah.
He got
Alright,
convicted.
Yeah.
I think he's already.
allegedly, yeah, he's past the
So they tell
allegations.
us. That's what they
Yeah.
tell us. But all right.
That's what they have. If it's up to Game Freak, the kid's rotten. You know. If it's up to Game
Yeah,
Freak, we gotta
he,
get to the bottom. Let's
admitted
start a
to the whole
GoFundMe and try to
thing.
get the.
I wonder if their patents last for 26 years. You think that's the bottom line?
Jesus
no one will believe
Christ.
it in 26 years.
Jesus. All right.
All right, so next story. Dude, we're off to Sicily.
This one.
August
this
8th
looks hype.
in
This is gonna
Mafia
hit.
Old Country.
This does look
I'm
good.
so I didn't play any of the old Mafia games,
I watched
but this
Tack
one sounds
play.
sick
I
to
got
me.
hype.
Yeah, I watched Tack play
They got me hype.
recently on his stream,
Yeah.
and I was definitely enjoying that stream.
It's gonna hit. Yo, Mafia is cracked.
Yeah, and this one I'm interested in because Godfather 2 was like
Godfather
my favorite
2.
Godfather.
Yep.
And they go like back in time to like old Sicily, and so I think this seems fucking dope, dude. I
They're
like
gonna make so many
concept of
references.
this.
It's gonna,
Yeah.
I have a good feeling about this one. Looks good.
Yeah, I'm
Protagonist
stoked.
Enzo Favara.
And I
this
guess
is
it's
gonna be good.
I guess it's on rails. Like was
Yeah,
it the
like the
first
first
couple
one.
on rails? Yeah,
The first one was on rails. I think the second one's a little more open world. The third one is like open,
super open. Yeah.
but it's the weakest one of the three.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I like the on the rails thing. That's kind of something that I really enjoyed about the first one. That was so like good and relief. It was like a relief. You know what I mean?
You and Wanda said the same thing. They were like, you guys were like, oh, that was great that
keeps
I
more
didn't have to
It's
go
so
fucking
good.
on the
The
story
pacing,
and
you know.
everything.
The
and,
pacing is so good. You don't even have to worry about guns or anything. Like all the guns are viable. Anything that you pick up is going to be viable, and they don't like make it like, oh, go grind. You know, I got to go deliver fucking alcohol on the side at the
Yeah, it's a
speakeasy
game.
so I can make some money
Yeah.
to upgrade the pistol to fucking do whatever. It's just like, hey, bro, pick up the gun, shoot the fucking politician, and then go and do whatever
Next
you got to do.
mission.
Outrun the
Yeah.
cops in this terrible, controlled car because it's 1920 or
That
whatever.
race I watched you do was hilarious.
my
You
God,
were
that
like
race
you
was-
almost rage quit on that one.
How many?
That race was
rounds.
like Dark Souls boss.
Yeah, for real.
level race.
Well, you were playing
And
on the hardest difficulty too, so you had to be
That's-
like
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was crazy, bro. I love
But
that
big
game
up,
so
you
much.
got
I'm
it.
so happy for this,
You got it.
and it's gonna look so good. That game looked good, and it was fucking 15 years old, 12 years old, whatever. This game is
Well, it's
gonna
a
look
wasn't that the
so
remaster, though?
primo, dude. Even then, though, yeah, but even then, like, you know, the remaster was a few years ago, 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
The remaster's a little old, dated now too. This is, I think it's gonna be great. I think. Well, no, hold on. Now I gotta make sure I'm not talking shit. Mafia Definitive Edition.
Well, 5 years ago, yeah, 2020. That's when the
Yo,
definitive edition came out.
And they're saying it's kind of short too.
Well, Grand
and,
Theft
like,
Auto
they're-
6 looks like a 2020 game, I think so.
Yeah.
Yo,
2020.
Fucking crafty,
saying
craziest thing
that.
I've ever
Crafty's
heard. He's saying it
off
just
his
to be
rocker,
controversial.
bro.
That's a Kanye take right there, practically.
That's why I said he's an edge lord, dude. Crafty, I love you to death. You're like a brother. You're an edge lord, dude. You're just fucking trying to bait us. And I don't want to say words hurt, as we established. Let's not start a podcast beef over Grand Theft Auto 6. Get with fucking times here. Get in line. And show up and show out, or the fucking, you know, the what do they call the Beyonce's fans? What do they call the bees? The bees are coming,
Bees?
dude.
I don't know.
The bees are gonna sting you. I think they're the bees. She's the
That's
queen bee.
Wu Tang. I think you're thinking
Yo,
of Lady
Wu-Tang-
Gaga
Wu-Tang's the killer
Monsters,
bees.
maybe.
I saw a clip of two people like on Omegle or whatever that like chat roulette, you know, whatever it is that like
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
gets you together with randoms.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they were arguing about like religion, and there was like a girl and a guy. The girl was like, you know, the Bible stands for basic instruction before leaving Earth. And so,
Wu-Tang.
and he goes, and the guy was like, "That's off a Wu-Tang song,
Yeah.
you fucking dumb bitch."
Yeah.
And she goes,
Kill the
"What are you
priest,
talking
big up."
about?" She's like, "First of all, just because my beliefs don't align with yours doesn't mean you have to go directly to call me a bitch." He goes, "I'm calling you a dumb bitch because your belief is based off of a fucking rap song. That's off Liquid Swords. I've heard the song." He goes, "I didn't hear it. I don't know what you're talking about. I just know what I believe." He goes, "You're a fucking idiot." It's just fucking going off on this thing. That's funny. I don't know how we got here, but anyway, yeah, the fucking Crafty, get it together. GTA 6 is gonna be fucking fantastic. It's gonna be GTA sex, dude. It's gonna be like coming all the time. It's just gonna feel like coming.
GTA
It's just gonna be one
69.
perfect load for 40 hours or 100 hours, however many hours of gameplay you get in there. It's just gonna be full. You're gonna have to take
infinite.
Viagra
It's the
and
only
God
game.
knows what. I'm gonna have to take testosterone and shoot it into my dick. I'm gonna be so hard playing this game for hours and hours and hours on end, dude. It's so good. I hate to get so graphic on the show, but also this is a once I
wanna
told you
take
this is gonna
off
be
work?
decade defining. Dude, I'll quit my job. Are you out of your fucking mind? I get another job. I don't.
It's the
fucking
day
care.
after
This game is
Memorial
gonna
Day. I'm
be-
definitely planning to take off for sure.
I will take off a week of work. I will
was
take
thinking
off
of
a
it,
full
too.
week
It's
of
4
work.
days. It's a 4-day
I'll take
time thing, vacation.
I'm taking 7. I'm taking whatever 7
Next
days of
week,
game
too.
is. 7 days of game, and by the way, I've already told my wife that when it comes out, the family needs to learn how to survive without the father for a
So my wife,
solid
very
week.
similar. I didn't say
A
week.
solid week. You guys better forage for berries or do what. I'm not doing nothing. Don't talk. I don't exist.
Exactly. The door's
Forget that
locked.
I abandoned
Yeah,
you.
don't show me your Pokemon.
I'm out getting milk. Don't talk to
Milk
me.
and cigarettes.
7 days straight, I'm locked in, and I'm not. I'm gonna be fucking glued to the guy. I'm gonna move my Xbox. Not my Xbox. I'm sorry. I'm gonna move my PlayStation back here. I'm gonna hook it up to my good monitor, and I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna be glued to the fucking seat. Literally, you're gonna have to peel me off of this seat in 7 days. I'm gonna fucking set up a whole rig and a tube and kind of like a whole thing so that I can just
Catheter.
shit and piss and it goes straight outside. And then I'll set up like a shower state, like a Puerto Rican shower station where it's just a series of pulleys that hit me with like wipies every once in a while, like baby wipes, and that way I stay clean and fresh. And I'm not moving, dude. I'm not moving. I'll call a cleaning lady over and she can just feed me.
Oh god.
It'll be a whole thing. It'll be a whole thing, dude.
MREs.
We're
man.
going in. MREs, yeah, but MREs are they're expensive right now, dude.
Oh, okay.
How much is a box of
Tariffs.
MREs going for? Last I checked, they
They're
were like
from
$100 and
China.
something dollars. Box
Maybe-
of MREs. Yo,
How many is in a-
$202, bro.
Damn, how many's in a box though?
Like 12 or 15 or something like that.
Ooh, that's a little pricey.
The good MREs, they got like shitty fucking MREs, like bootleg MREs on Amazon for like $40 for a box, but like
Oh,
I need real MREs, bro.
I mean, substance is substance at that point. If you're gonna be dealing with the rest of that, fucking wet wipes. And,
Actually, these kind of look real, to be honest with you. These look like real
Tubes.
MREs. Hold on a minute. They got the beef brisket entree. Yo, can I tell you
it's
something?
a
If you
great
ever get your
value
hands on
brand. That's all.
if you ever get a chili and beans MRE, dog, can I tell you something? Actually, I think this is real, and I think I am going to
Getting
buy a
one.
box of MREs for $50.
Just to try. I'll do it on the show. Yeah, try them on the show.
Try them, dude.
Let's
I'm reliving.
tag
I've had them. I got favorites. I got like trusted. This is
Yeah,
my
you
Big
know.
Mac right here, dude.
But I mean, just,
Bro, I
since
used
it's
to
the
go to the
$50
field.
version, make sure it's
Oh yeah,
up
yeah, I
to
see what you're saying.
snuff.
I see what you're saying. I see
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying. I used to go to the field, and then I would be like, I was my first sergeant's driver, so that was cool because then like I got to hang out with him and form a relationship and kind of like do whatever I want. But then he would be like, "Yo, take these box MREs, put them back in supply," and there was always just one box less. And they were like, "Yo, the soldiers are eating. They don't fucking care. They're not counting how much the
Yeah,
soldiers are
yeah.
eating because we're all adults. We're out of the fucking basic. It's not basic training." So I would always just take a box for myself, bro, put it in the closet, and then on a
In the
rainy
Foot
day, if I
Locker.
just didn't want to fucking go, do God's, what God knows what, go to the fucking dining facility or order some Papa John's that I didn't have any money, I would just pull out an MRE, dude, eat a fucking MRE, heat it up in my sink. I would fucking heat it up in my sink with the little
Nice.
packet because it comes with a little packet that you just put a little water into, minuscule amount of water, and then you lean it up against a rock or something, and then just cook it. And you probably shouldn't. It says don't do it indoors because it releases toxic fumes, but I was vaping a lot, so I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? I had put like a beanie
That
over my
point, who
smoke
cares?
detector because I was vaping like the big fucking battery, the big fucking dick cloud chuckers that everybody was doing for a little bit.
Oh
It
yeah.
was just a giant cock
It's like,
that you're just smuggling into your fucking. You got a giant thing in your. It's like this big, dude. It was not a proud time in my life, but it was a time in my life nonetheless. And I would just eat an MRE and play Rainbow Six or whatever. Sorry, I hate to go down memory lane. Have a fucking Vietnam flashback on the show, but MREs are good.
I like it.
Chili and beans, top
Try
tier.
Chili and bean. That's your top one.
Top tier. That's the top one. Not
What
my
else
top,
comes
it's the
with
top
that?
one.
Is it like a TV dinner where you get like the main course
Yeah,
and
so
then
you get,
a
like,
couple
you'll
sides
get-
on the same thing, tray or whatever?
Dude, cornbread. Ready? This is what comes with the chili and beans MRE. Cornbread. It's all in like these metal, not like metal, but also like like when you buy weed and it comes in like a little metal bag.
Yeah.
kind of. It's like an
Yeah.
aluminum kind of.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what this comes in, but it's like vacuum sealed almost. Cornbread. That shit'll last through. I mean, fucking this shit was made in
Is it like
after Pearl
crumbly,
Harbor.
like
It's still
real
good.
cornbread?
Yeah, no, it's like pasty or whatever, but it's like not pasty is not the word. It's not really crumbly like real cornbread. It's very hey, this was made in a laboratory.
Okay, yeah.
But
But it still
you
has a
break it
taste.
apart. You break it apart. You put it in the Chilean beans,
Oh,
and it
okay,
comes
yeah,
with
yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Ooh, yeah,
with like a
chili
jalapeno cheese, or a cheddar cheese like packet that you're supposed to put on the cornbread. And I would just throw it in the Chilean beans. Then it comes with either like Tabasco sauce or sometimes like red pepper flakes
Oh,
in the
okay,
Chilean
yeah,
beans.
yeah,
Make
yeah.
a spicy Chilean beans with
Dang.
cheese and cornbread, and then just down it all. And then maybe if you're lucky, if God's on your side, you get a nice Twizzler, or like they would have like a packet of powder, and you would rip it open, and it'd be like an Irish coffee, quote unquote. It was just powder that you mix water in, you close the bag up, you shake it, and then it's like a little coffee beverage.
Damn, okay.
And then you drink that. God knows what was in it. And then maybe you get like a shitty cookie or something, or like a Twizzler that expired fucking 6 months before.
Jeez, was it
know,
randomized?
It was fine.
a fucking
Randomized,
case?
super random.
Just don't know what the dessert is.
Yo, shout out MREs, dog. Pack of matches. You get a pack of matches for God knows what. You never use them.
Well, that's always, you never know.
There's a
You always
picture
say
of this
that,
on
but
this
yeah, you
ad.
never need it.
There's a picture of this ad of a lady sitting in a tent, smiling as she has like a cup of coffee from like a God knows what, from like a stove she made. And she's got a bag of MREs photoshopped in front of her, but the smile on her face is not the smile of somebody who's eating MREs, by the way. 'Cause you're not smiling while you're eating these things, but
Yeah.
she just went to fucking Bucky's 20 minutes before. All right, I'm done.
Bussies?
Sorry. Bussy? I've seen that. I've seen that. I love that. Oh shit. Get you a bussy sandwich. Oh fuck.
Good shit.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for tonight.
That's it for the news. All right, I
Yep.
think that's it. We can close out on that. I thank you guys and I thank everybody for tuning in to the Lost Boys podcast. You can find us at lostboysociety.org. Reach out, check out the old shows, and join the Discord where you can pick the next movie that Tack will be watching. He promised. So let's make
Be
it a
And
good
send us
one.
your wife's tit.
Let's make it a good one. And send us your
Yeah,
wife's
send your
tit.
wife's tit. You can get a shout out on the show and
Get
possibly
your
a
shout out.
spot.
If you get divorced, you have to show us the papers, and then we'll have
Yeah,
you on,
yeah.
for sure.
Or a picture, a selfie with you and the judge at court. You know?
yes, you get an extra shout out as well for that. So it's a good bonus. Thanks to our live viewers and chatters. We are live every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern on Twitch at Lost Boys Society. And of course, you can find us wherever you get your podcast. Just search for Lost Boys and subscribe and like it and comment and leave a review and leave stars and I don't know, whatever else you could do on your podcast app. That's it. Thank you again for being with us. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Good show.
Yo,
Good
shout out.
shit.
All right, fellas.
Moi.
And peace to the out. Peace.
Ghost, I would like to make a request. Can you do a?
Oh yeah.
I would like to test AI because I listened to
Yes.
the song that you did.
Yeah, it's
yes,
hard to
last
come
week.
up with ideas. So yeah,
It's
yeah.
good.
Please suggestions. Yeah.
I would like to do. I would like to hear if AI. I would like to hear because I remember you saying that the AI does not know how to do hip hop because it can't capture like the soul.
Well, see, here's the thing.
hip-hop.
I did some really good ones through AI, but I kept worried that people are gonna think it's me somehow, and I'm like, I don't want people to think I actually wrote this. But no, okay. So I'll put in a hip hop song. What's your theme or idea?
Oh, I was gonna say I was actually gonna go the other way. I was wondering if AI could do like salsa music.
Oh,
like
okay.
Spanish salsa music. I
I'm
think it would be
sure.
funny to have AI sing a Spanish salsa song about the war in India.
in Spanish? Because then I won't
Yeah,
be
yeah,
able
yeah.
to
See if
judge
it'll
it as
do it in
well, but
Spanish.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'm positive it will. Yes. Okay.
I mean, I'm barely gonna understand. I could listen and go, "See" or "No," and then that's whatever. I think that
I'm
would
sure
be
you'll be able to
funny.
figure it out. Yeah, all right. That's what we'll have. So tune into the actual podcast. Everybody's still hanging around, and we'll have a Spanish salsa song about the war in India. Big up Pakistan and India. They're both,
Big up both of them.
respectable in their own ways, right?
Have you seen those pictures of those pictures
Tough
that
they
go
don't get along.
Pakistani jets with a full payload ready to rain down on India, and it's just a jet with Head and Shoulders strapped to it, like 2 bottles of Head and Shoulders. It's fucking crazy, dude. The memes
some
are fucking
crazy
bananas,
memes, bro. Yeah,
The
there's some
memes are
crazy
fucking
memes.
so.
A
The
lot of
internet
call
is
center
hell, by the
memes.
way.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
the
you're right.
internet's
We're
hell.
already there, guys. What do you think this whole thing is? It's pretty rough.
It's not great. Anyway, all right, everybody.
All right, boys.
I'll let you all get on with whatever it is you're doing. I guess I'll play Fortnite alone.
Have fun.
You'll do good.
I guess
Stream.
I guess I'll just play Fortnite by myself. Honestly, I might go play Yu-Gi-Oh, but we'll see.
I'm diving back in.
We'll see.
Dead. I'm Red Deading out right now, man. Like I said, I'm chapter 4. I don't know how many chapters there are, but it feels like there's some conclusions starting to brew. So it's like, ooh, it's exciting.
Nice. I forget how many chapters there are.
I
think
just got to. I just got to
Yeah.
like the city. Oh, is there a lot more?
Oh, Saint Denis?
Saint
Saint
Yeah,
Denis
Denis.
fucking
you still got a
fire,
way.
dude.
It's like
I
halfway
just,
through.
I just got there. Oh, that's halfway. Jesus. Okay.
When you first roll up and they show
What
like
story?
the view of Saint Denis, it's like pumping out all the smoke.
Yeah,
and
the
shit, and you're like,
smoke. Yep.
oh,
And then you're
dude,
walking.
like-
There's actual like streets and shit, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. It's a little
Yeah, you're
advanced
halfway
here.
through the game.
All right. Cool.
There's 8
All right.
chapters.
Let's roll.
that's good progress.
Yeah, and it
You
was.
can do it. You're in now. You have
It
to
was a
finish now.
I have as of right now, because I'm not gonna promise anything because I get too distracted. But as of right now, yes, that is my intent, and I'm feeling the game. I'm full Red Deaded out in my mind right now. I'm having a lot of fun. I got the mechanics and gameplay and everything else down, so it's definitely possible. And I started the week at chapter 3, so I rushed through that whole thing with just a couple hours a night, if that, depending on the night, and got through the chapter. So yeah, so halfway there, should be able to bust it out soon. This weekend now, I'll throw a bunch more time in. So stay tuned for a Red Dead review. Finally, from
tuned.
me sometime soon. Next episode or 2.
Gang.
Boom. There, I'll make it a goal. All right.
Fellas,
All right, take it easy, everybody.
peace out.
Peace out, y'all.